Spectruminal Trinity.
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 Are we good?
I don't know.
Rockin'.
Sound like a little lip balm. Stir your tea.
Okay, what was your thought process during that? Like, what were you like? Because okay, I don't know what I put in there, but I don't know if I put in the before. But like, basically the premise of that intro kind of was just like one up me.
Whatever you do.
One up me.
Whatever you do, one up me.
So, what was your thought process after my first thing? Because I obviously had an idea of like what one upping meant. What did you think it meant?
Gavin, that's the thing. I couldn't crack your code.
I couldn't crack yours.
So what I did was like, I don't know. I'll just try to play off it a little bit, and maybe just build after that.
Yeah, that's how improv works.
You know, that's all I had. I was just like,
yeah, but what did you think it was?
I don't understand the question.
Well, because my thought process was
I didn't think. I just didn't.
I was like, all right, I'm gonna get more and more joyous.
Joyous?
As it continues, because that's the vibe I got.
Oh, I was just like, I'll get louder.
I spill tea on my notebook like every other time. It's like a little trademark of this thing now.
Yeah, when this gets sold off in an auction, it's like Stanley's typewriter that never was. They're gonna be like, and look, these are the tea stains they talked about. That's how you know it's real.
On the 5th page,
yeah,
or whatever it is.
Actually, yeah. What episode is this? So they know.
7.
Okay, well, I mean, what's the tea?
Osmanthus.
So look.
Wait. This is the same. You've referenced this before.
We talked about it briefly.
What's its base?
It's not a base.
Okay, we'll get to that then. Go on about.
I just want to make this very clear. 4 stains at the top right of the Osmanthus section. Just so you know.
It has Osmanthus T, episode 7 on the top margin.
It's got 1 above it and
for all you little freaks
3
out
other
there.
dots below it, looking at it up like it's God.
Do you want to see the other stain?
The other stain? Yeah, so we can. Yeah.
Gavin, you should sign next to one, so it's worth even more.
We're gonna be rich.
I mean, money's evil, so give it to us to purify it.
This one has notes from Kyan on it.
Well, which one?
No,
that's not helpful.
No.
That's we have to be like, what was the episode?
The episode was
episode 5.
Peach green tea flower.
Peach green tea.
Dog tried to bite him.
That's terrible.
That's
what the notes are referencing, is a dog that tried to bite me.
Oh, there's something.
there's something on Ruby Boost.
Episode 3, to be clear.
That's good for them.
Oh, yeah, there's the
Ooh, on the first page. There's blood stains.
Yeah, right out the gate.
Yeah, first day on the job, fucking black Earl Grey all over the place.
Earl Grey.
Earl Grey. It's a black tea, man.
Osmanthus.
I don't know why the color matters, but okay.
Can you say it again?
Osmanthus?
Osmanthus?
Osmanthus is a black tea?
No.
No.
This is a flower.
Oh.
So it's a herbal tea. But it was often mixed.
And herbal tea.
Was often mixed.
Oh my god, I did not even fucking thank God.
Whoa-wee.
It was... Osmanthus is an herbal tea.
Can I just tell you how much future me is appreciating this moment right now? Because he's not going to remember this happened, and he's going to be like, did she not use her mic the entire episode? And then that's going to happen. He's going to be like, oh.
You got a dragon food seed on your...
On my face?
Just somewhere like around this side of your face.
Somewhere there. Trust
I thought it was like a flea for a second, and I was like, is that a flea?
I thought you were just lying.
And I looked down.
I thought you were just wanting her to touch her face a bunch, and she was like, where is it?
Trying to make me go to psychosis.
108 times going.
108 times.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that right now.
10,000 windows.
God, where was I? You distracted me.
You started with
Osmanthus.
osmanthus, yeah.
It is an herbal tea.
And those don't have colors?
Well, they have colors inside of them, but it's just like
What does that mean?
it's literally just the color of the tea. It's all herbal. But osmanthus used to often be mixed with green teas as the base because they're similar in color and I guess taste, because this is like a honeyed apricot flavor.
Okay, okay.
And you brew it at 200 degrees Fahrenheit and you steep it for about 2 to 3 minutes.
And that's pretty low, right?
That's high.
Damn.
200 to 300 Fahrenheit?
No, 200 Fahrenheit, steep for 2 to 3 minutes.
I mean, if you were that, you'd go to the doctor.
Yeah.
So it's pretty fucking hot.
Yeah, you're right.
It's like Braden's classic whale bit.
Dude, I'm so tempted to get one of those stuffed whales from Walmart.
Whale humor is so ingrained in my workplace now that one of my coworkers has taken it home and adopted it as their own.
Is it who I think?
Is that why you like that kid
Yeah.
so much? It's because he
No,
makes
no,
whale
I
jokes?
wish it was him.
Okay.
That'd be funny.
Are you talking about like the Valentine's Day stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. I did walk in and see that, and I was like, they're putting Valentine's stuff up already?
I worked on
I was told
It's
immediately.
almost the end of January.
Yeah.
So.
Well, it was up like at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it
Not the
was.
Well, okay, and the one.
I'm doxing us right now.
Yeah, can you take all of that out?
Not all of them.
But no, I mean like just the names. Obviously, I don't want you to cut the whole conversation.
Just start from here, guys.
Spectruminal Trinity.
Spectruminal!
I mean, we haven't drank it yet. We could start from
Yeah.
any point.
Okay.
It's a little hot.
I was gonna say no shit. It was brewed at 200, steeped at 200 degrees.
You're the motherfucker that asked me if it was hot in the first place.
That's good. That's real good. Oh my god. I don't know if it's just because I'm dead inside that hot liquid is like making me feel like the Campbell soup commercial.
No, I get what you're
with,
saying.
like the
though.
snowman who comes in. But like that's how I feel right now. I feel like my
Osmanthus
childhood's
is a
being
good tea, man.
rejuvenated.
People have made wines from this too.
Can they do it with the other ones? Like how do you make a wine out of a tea?
It's other
'Cause it's
tea.
the flower, which is the fruit, you know.
Yeah. But osmanthus is already like a very nice apricot-y and like light flavor, so when it turns into wine, it's not too bitter.
God damn. I got a lot of stress relief off me just now.
Is that one of its properties?
Kinda, yeah.
Well, let's get in.
But
Sorry.
I gotta talk. I gotta talk about the plant first. Osmanthus is a type of flowering plant that contains 30 known species, called an Olicellae family, commonly known as olives. So this is an olive flower.
This is an olive flower?
Olive
30
flower.
known species?
Yes,
Osmanthus
of olive trees.
of olive trees. There's 30 in the world
Like 30 types, yeah.
of olive trees. That's all.
Yeah, but they're grown in
That's
mass.
still a lot. To me?
I-
Of an olive tree?
That's why because that stuck out to me as small, but I was wondering why. Because maybe it is a big number.
Maybe
for
because
plants.
Yeah.
But I just think about like,
Okay, can I drink that?
oh my god, you chugged it.
Yeah.
Are those the dregs?
But most
It
of
was
this
good. I said it was good.
Most of the species are native to East Asia, with a few exceptions being Caucasus, New Caledonia, and Sumatra.
Hey, real quick, can we talk about this, like, how this is on the palate? Because black teas are brewed higher, right?
Yes. They're
Okay.
also oxidized for longer.
Okay. Is the oxidation what caused...
Makes it harsher, yes.
Like, I was going to say, to feel, like, heavier than...
Yes.
This feels very light.
Yes, this is also a flower instead of the Camellia sinensis leaf, or whatever the
Okay, I
fuck
was
it's
gonna say
called.
the leaves. Okay. Okay.
I
just
really
wanted
don't think I understand that to that level of like drinking liquid.
to... Yeah?
When you were like palate, I was like, is there something that feels different about this one?
I should have set up a bunch
Have
of
they all-
different tea flavors for you to try at the same
Yeah,
time.
have they all felt the same to you? Like, going down, how they feel in your mouth, how they
Maybe
taste?
they haven't, but maybe I just haven't been paying attention to it. Like I think it just comes
That's
from
it,
ignorance.
guys. Next episode's a tea platter. I'm making several different batches.
Fucking awesome.
You don't have the energy for that.
Yeah, I do.
That's like a live stream.
I love
something.
my-
That is a live stream. Let's do that.
And we start doing live streams. Go follow us on Twitch, guys. We're playing God of War Ragnarok.
I'm working my way through Hogwarts Legacy.
I'm actually not. I'm just playing the first one. Sorry.
I just played
You'll see me
Bayonetta.
halfway in.
You will. Well, I'm talking about this like I'm actually streaming. I'm not.
Our osmanthus today is referred to as osmanthus fragrantus because of the sweet aromas that come from the flowers.
Basic.
Yar.
Basic bitch.
I know.
But the plant itself can grow anywhere from 10 to 20 feet and produce the extremely fragrant flowers that we have today. And then many
10 to 20 feet.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Olive trees.
I remember I watched an episode of Ghost Adventures and they talked about how cactuses could grow up to like 60 feet or something. I don't know if it was that big, but it was fucking big. And I was just like, God damn. I didn't know they got that big.
10 feet for a tree? It's not large.
No.
I know.
But they're
I just thought
olive
about
trees.
next to
They're like
me.
the size of an apple tree.
But even thinking about it, like, that's interesting. 10
Trees
feet.
are awesome.
Trees are awesome.
Trees are fucking awesome.
Once again, this tea is very high in antioxidants, which help expel toxins from your body.
Oh,
Oh,
we're
I
sick.
had toxins in my body. That's what it was.
Perfect.
I know.
Toxins.
It was like a kid's cartoon with like a bunch of like amoeba stabbing me with like devil's forks, and then I drank the tea, like the healthy tea, and I was like,
And then,
"Oh."
like, do you remember those commercials where it was like bacteria getting shot or something by whatever?
Mucinex?
Whatever. I don't think it. It probably
Oh,
was.
you talking
That's
about
definitely a type
Osmanthus
of-
Jones or whatever the fuck it is?
No. But I am talking about like
It's like that's a trope of commercial where it's like they got like the evil mascot. It was like. Who's like charming, like he's not completely evil like Hitler status,
But they
he's,
just
like,
beat the shit
he's
out
kind
of
of
him.
malevolent like a Loki, because that makes
Can
him
I
a
have
little
some more
bit
tea?
like relatable
Yeah.
and like
Thank you, Team Eyes.
you can look at him as a comedic entity like Daffy Duck or something,
Yeah.
and they're just like they beat the shit out of him. The medicine comes in and it fucks him up. It fucks up lineages and fucking dynasties.
But I'm just trying to think like what, because you know the one I'm talking about, right?
The one with the green glob,
I
No, it's music.
the one with the firemen.
maybe it was
Pouring, like,
fireman.
cum down the
Maybe
throat?
it was
That
fireman.
was for indigestion, though. That wasn't for, like, sickness.
I feel like there was one where they deployed and they were like shooting. How would that surprise you? Under what pretext are you?
It would be the weirdest if there was
But
like
that's something that
if
would
there
they
was
had-
like a
early
Saving Private
2000s
Ryan-esque,
United States commercials.
Are you
World War
kidding?
II scene where it's like oh, there's wind flapping by, soldier jumps out, there's like fire going off and explosions.
I remember the electrical one for, like, your attic. They'd have, like, a bunch of, like, pigs sneaking into your house.
I know what you're
Steal-
talking about.
Steal-
I know what you're
Yeah,
talking about.
stealing all your electricity.
stealing electricity.
It was, Gavin, I'm sorry that you didn't see the commercials that I have stored in my memory bank.
What other commercials do you have?
I couldn't tell you. They come up
I'm
naturally.
trying to think.
Gerber Life stuck in my head still.
Gerber. Wasn't that just like B-roll of babies walking around though?
No, it was just I only remember like the one still screen, to be honest, and it's just this guy talking about how
Just the fade in.
for just pennies a day.
Oh yeah, the fade in of the baby face. It's like it's one of those old like call-in commercials.
Osmanthus flowers are also rich in niacinamide, which is a form of vitamin B3 that helps the skin retain moisture, as well as
What happened?
as well as calm the skin.
What's this like?
Did you taste anything?
No.
Eat a little more. Eat a little more, yeah, at a time. I got a little flavor for a second.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
So it's not the best dragon fruit. It's from Walmart.
I just like. What's the point?
Texture.
Okay, I guess that's the only. Because that's. I'm like, This doesn't taste like anything. It almost tastes like something, but then it gets snuffed out.
If there were like very good things, I'd eat it. You know, what's up with dragon fruit? Does it got like cool antioxidants or something?
Helped your
You just
shit.
put this next to it, and I'm like, why would I not eat this?
That's fair. All that flavor.
Yeah, right. God damn, I love
Osmanthus
fruit.
is also.
I've been buying so much fruit as of late. Apples, blueberries.
Yeah.
I got blood oranges at home. I fucking love those bastards.
Fuck.
And pomegranates and mangoes. Oh my god, I have so much fruit at
forgot
home.
to buy blueberries today.
I could have got you some.
Damn it.
Osmanthus is also known for being a detox tea, which helps the kidneys and your liver. And then tea also contains cobalt, manganese, selenium, and
Motherfucker.
molybdenum or
You
whatever the
left
fuck
the
it is.
goddamn sticker on it. You see that shit?
I had to remove mine before the show.
Forgot fruit had stickers
Mine's on
on
my
it.
plate.
At first, I was like, "Huh, that peel feels a bit weird." But then I looked at it, and I definitely did not eat the sticker, but I thought I did for a second.
But I definitely did not, guys. I definitely
I
did.
didn't though. I didn't.
Okay,
No, I know.
guys.
I see it. I see it.
Time for the myth of
Yes.
of Wugong and the Osmanthus tree.
Before
Wugong.
we do this, is there like an actual history?
It kind of got covered up. All I could find was all
like
I
CIA records?
could all I could find was the mythology behind it. And I went to like page 2.
Time, could you screw a bit this way?
Absolutely not.
And you, Haley?
You could have just like scooted in. I guess not.
No, I
'cause
wanted
the
to screw
frame-
right.
Yeah, I got you.
Can I continue with my
The
myth?
Yes.
Well, actually, you know,
No, what?
I'll get to it. I've been saving this one. This one's still in my head. Don't worry.
I'm happy about that.
Okay. So Wugong was a woodcutter who wished to become spiritually perfect in order to become immortal. He was presented with his opportunity, however, Wugong was too lazy and never reached his full potential, making many mistakes along the way.
Sounds like a few people I know.
I'm sorry. I wasn't paying attention.
For real?
Yeah, I was worried if the camera was recording.
Oh my god.
Paranoid ass, dude.
Give me the rundown, because I'll listen to it in editing. Like, give me,
TLDR.
like, what the hell happened? Just give me the basic.
So far, there's one guy and he's a woodcutter who was too lazy.
Because he wanted to become a god.
Oh, that's relatable. I think that's every single, like, retail employee, honestly.
Due to Wugong's insolence, he angered the Heavenly Jade Emperor, causing him to banish Wu to the moon. And there,
These fucking writers.
and there stood a 5,000-foot tall osmanthus
Who
tree.
jumped over the moon?
And then the emperor swore to Wu, once he could chop the tree down, he will be able to achieve immortality.
Jesus Christ. He gave him, like, the boulder trick?
Yeah.
The boulder up the mountain?
Yeah, just wait. Wu jumped at the second chance, but once he swung his axe, he found that any damage done to the tree had left as soon as it came.
It's not nearly as like...
No matter how hard he swung.
It's not nearly...
Yeah, but he's not forced to
like,
swing.
poetic
He's,
or anything.
yeah.
No,
Yeah,
it's either that or sit on the moon.
What's the point of him being an axe, like a woodcutter? Like, if it's literally just gonna be like, no, the thing that you usually do
actually,
doesn't work.
Osmanthus is also known as the devil tree, and it's called the devilwood tree because the wood is so fine that it'll just like dust apart, so it's hard to do woodworking with it. It's a piece of shit.
Yeah, but I thought they were gonna come up with some clever way, of doing it cleverly. But they're just like, nah, 0 damage.
Yeah,
The tree, he would chop it and like it'd be there, but then it'd grow right back.
Yeah, but that's not nearly as creative.
torturous.
Yeah, no, as creative as the boulder trick, because it's like it's like you just think it's you pushing the boulder up, but it's impossible no matter what. So it's like a mental game of you thinking you could do it, but you won't be able to.
Let them have their version.
Okay.
It's not like the tree's just kind of very, very tall.
Yeah, or
Or it's like a consistent height, you know?
They're just like, nah, man. Nah, man.
See, I just said what I said, and I completely forgot that trees are not cut like they are in Timberman Versus. because when you're...
I was confused when you said that.
Yeah, dude. Just blanked on that entirely.
That's how long I've been thinking about like lumberjacks' jobs like that. Where it's like, no, dude, it's fast.
Well,
Deforestation's a real fucking problem. They can do that in like 20 minutes.
Well, it's not like I didn't understand the job of a lumberjack. I want to be clear. I just, in this very instance,
they did
I was just like, nah, they cut trees like that.
Oh, I really fucked my elbow up.
Yeah.
People, I hit it with the nunchuck earlier.
Some believe that seeds that fell from the tree when he was swinging at that thing like a motherfucker, they believe they fell to the earth like a rain during the Mid-Autumn Festival, which is like their lunar... Huh?
Why was he swinging at it?
Because he really wanted to be immortal, Gavin. He wanted to be God.
But you can't do it because it's invulnerable.
Yeah, but I think he had a different mentality than you did.
Isn't he told like, nah, man, I ain't gonna do shit?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, he's not warned.
Oh, okay.
Much like the boulder, I don't think they were like,
he's just stranded on the moon.
Even at some point, I think you'd be like, this fucking thing, I've been cutting this down for 20 years, not a dent.
And Osmanthus?
I would just jerk off at that point.
Well,
fuck the tree.
Well, no, it's either you chop at the tree or you go to the moon. Is what Haley was saying.
He's already on the moon. There's a
tree on the moon?
Yes!
This is stupid.
Oh my god.
You had me at the
Pay attention! Osmanthus has come to symbolize many things, such as true love, faithfulness, fertility, peace, and transformation and spiritual growth, bitch.
This is the reason we turned down the game.
No, I know, it's just so funny to see,
people, we get in-depth, behind footage
There's
shit.
also a euphemism that goes as follows.
You're cutting down the tree.
Breaking the osmanthus twig and mounting the dragon. It means having sex.
Cutting down the invulnerable tree on the moon.
Breaking the osmanthus twig and fucking the dragon.
Then riding the dragon.
Hold on.
Why isn't it just riding the dragon?
What can moon also refer to?
Man.
What can moon also refer to? Your ass. There's a big ass fucking tree. The dick. Cutting down the invulnerable tree on the moon.
You really wanted to get that out.
What are you yapping about?
You really wanted to get that out. He held that for multiple conversations.
It's all coming together, man. It's all about sex.
I love that.
It's all about sex.
Speaking No.
Osmanthus pairs well with ginger, lemon, lime, mandarin, vanilla, strawberries, apricots, and plums.
And whatever
Finished?
we have here.
Huh?
And whatever we have here, it's pretty good. I mean,
strawberry, nectarine, and
2
dragon
cups
fruit.
is a lot, man.
You've had 2 cups already?
Yeah. It's fucking delicious. Catch up, bitch.
I'm taking my time. Sorry, go on.
What was your question?
Speaking of sex workers, I had this thought the other day.
Where can I get one of those?
No. Let's just say I came across these. Oh, we're at a bank. I came across these pennies and they were stuck together, and it was disgusting.
Like with cum?
Whatever it was.
Soda.
And I was like, man, who cleans the money? Nobody cleans money. That's not something we do.
No one cleans money.
Well, I mean, not no one.
All money's dirty.
Because, strippers clean their money sometimes. They post it on TikTok. Mm-hmm. That's shit I've seen.
You can throw it in the washer because it's actually just cotton.
And
why do they clean their money?
Because they're strippers.
It's dirty. I don't know.
Okay.
And I had the thought,
what is this?
Nectarine.
I like it.
And I had the thought, what if I
became a sex worker?
No, made a business to clean money.
So you can call it money laundering?
Yes! I looked at my coworker and I go, I want to launder money.
That's so
You do know the term
good.
money laundering came from Al Capone, right?
That's spectacular. And I'm like, I want to...
Because he would hide his money in laundromats. That's how he would hide his money incoming.
How do you clean money?
Just throw it in the washer.
Well, this sounds like a bad business.
Gavin, but that's the thing. That's the thing.
Because why can't people just do it?
No, Gavin. Why can't you just make the food that you buy at McDonald's? What the fuck do you mean?
You're right, it's true. Okay, but
no, look at me. Look at me.
How do you convince people your money needs to be cleaned?
It's dude, it's dirty. You know it's dirty.
Have you seen the shit people put in coin stars?
What I am thinking, Gavin.
Okay.
Okay. So first I was like, hey, hey, coworker.
Hey, Constantine. Get over here.
Constantinople.
I'm like, hey,
A
coworker.
little bit closer.
Hey, coworker. I want to
Sorry, maybe a bit farther.
launder money. And, you know, she's like, yeah? And I'm like, yeah, like, I'm sure people want a place where they can put their money to make it clean. Like, that's a thing.
Damn it, this is so good.
And she goes, oh, you mean like, and I'm like, yeah, but maybe like not a storefront, because like a storefront, they're gonna be like, why am I gonna go to this place out of my way to go clean my money? You know, just literally make it clean.
Why would I go clean my money?
Yeah. So I thought maybe I'd do it at like a kiosk, almost like an ATM.
Mall?
But you put your money in, and it spits out just fresh bills that are already clean.
Are you gonna be like those fuckers
And then-
at the
Okay.
mall?
And then we come and we get the money, we clean it, we replace it with more clean money.
Okay.
But we take a cut off the top. Maybe
Did
it's
they know this?
Maybe yeah. Maybe it's just a small fee. Maybe it's just a small fee. Maybe it depends on the amount. Whatever you want. We'll figure it out when we come to marketing. But when we come to marketing, it's my only team,
This is
so
gonna
everything
be
goes
like-
through them.
This is gonna be like how there needs to be like car chargers everywhere now.
My coworkers are bitching about that.
Because they have
I'm
cars,
thinking
or
this is like an ATM, but like, how do you advertise an ATM?
Well, Gavin,
that cleans money.
most
Dude.
ATMs charge a fee anyway.
there is a fucking Bitmoji cryptocurrency vending machine next to the service desk at my old job.
Yeah, I'm just, but like, it's just you need like no one's gonna be out on the street and then go like, oh, that money cleaner. I should go over there because they're not gonna know the purpose of it. So
They
like,
will.
we have to do some like marketing here.
Yeah, for sure.
Just how do we do that?
Was this
Well,
your
we can
whole-
bring up
Make
statistics
TikToks.
about how
Hey,
dirty
guys.
money is. Because money's disgusting.
Yeah.
There's shit and cocaine all over it. You know, every dollar bill that you wiped your ass with has a little bit of booger sugar on it.
Booger sugar is the
Oh yeah,
best.
we forgot to smell.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, the
Can I have some
smoking
more tea?
process. I got fucking dragons on my fucking fingers.
Maybe exhaling the tea, dude.
Really? I didn't think that was that funny. But I'm glad it hit.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Gavin fucks a lot, by the way.
Go watch episode 24 of Way Recording. I don't know if that's what it was. It's 20 something.
What's episode 24?
You can also make beer with that.
Is there even 24? I don't know.
The rest of them.
No, it's 27, right?
I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Did he ever fucking put out that
There's
episode
29
where he had
episodes. No, he did not.
That bastard bitch made
I know
pussy.
how I feel.
They were gonna call him a different slur. I was like, well.
No, I called him a bastard bitch made pussy.
You here?
You know who you are, dickhead.
They might also.
Let's hope so.
If you're a real one.
You're a real one.
You've been
Yeah,
from the
if you're a
start.
real one. Shit.
Well,
I'm finished.
I think
do
that's.
you have anything else to say about the money laundering?
No, I just think it's a really funny idea. Yeah.
No, it is like money laundering.
Yeah,
is a really
because
nice pun.
genuinely, I think it's also a convenience thing, because yes, you can throw your money in the washer and wash it and iron it if you want to, or you can put it in this machine. It takes $5 from you, $5,
How do you?
and it's clean.
Because I'm thinking you have to be like the guy who made bacon and eggs a staple in like American society. Because like the guy marketed like
Have you
to
guys-
like have like sell like a product to sell bacon.
Mhm.
He marketed it in the way of like showing like having like advertisements having toasts, eggs, and bacon as like the staple breakfast. It wasn't before though. He just lied about it. And then eventually, through the advertisements, people were like, "Ah, yes, the classic meal. and they just adopted it.
Damn.
We have to do that because this has to be a thing in your everyday life to be like, I gotta go to the money laundering ATM.
Well, Gavin, to be completely honest with you, now that I really think about this idea, I do come to the understanding that very much so cash usage is dying out.
Okay. Yeah, we were talking about Bitcoin and we're like, listen, you gotta get your money cleaned.
Have you guys seen that new stupid fucking Sonic shake that's like peanut butter and bacon?
What the fuck are you talking?
I have heard about this.
Also, I thought you meant the hedgehog.
I did too for a second, then I was like, oh no, I watched somebody talk about this
I was
on
like,
TikTok.
what the fuck are they advertising? Well, I guess chili dogs and Sonic are like yin and yang.
You mean you said it, dude?
What?
No, I agree. Yeah, that's.
It was just, hey, Haley. Haley went to go take a nap.
Pillow.
Fuck.
Delicious.
That's what I want.
For those of you who don't know, I've been going to work at 5 in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a change.
Yeah, I wake up at 3:30 every morning.
That's
We're fixing
terrible.
our schedule.
I'm not. Well, had
to
to.
film this.
Oh.
Yeah, we have to fix it.
Let's get a water polo team together.
Why water polo?
Well, I just think that we're all kind of fishy pals, and that if we try hard enough, we could really get something moving.
Do you want to play mermaids?
Your gills are coming out, I can see. You've been growing them.
You know.
Not shaving.
Yeah, you left that part.
Yeah, I'm still don't know how I feel about it.
For a bowl of cereal, you pour like fish flakes.
Yeah. And just water, of course.
You have like you sleep with a box of goldfish next to your side.
I mean,
Actually, I had a
do.
bag of turtles for lunch.
Gavin, what's your plate in the? I watched you like step on the
That's bone China, man.
tablecloth, and it just like
I think I
pulled
almost
it.
died today.
Yeah.
Like I was just like running down these stairs like fast at work because I was in the room I was cleaning. Like they have stairs, and I just like tripped on like the third to last step, and there was a chair like right below me, so I caught that, and like the way my
I'm not gonna blow you.
and what the fuck are you talking about? Oh, the hands.
No, you said below me.
And the hands. That's good. I cannot believe that. That's like a satire movie. That's something out of Naked Gun. God damn, that was smart. I can't believe that was fucking good. Can I get a fist bump? I'm so proud of you for actually doing that. It was so fast witty. You read the situation so well.
Dude, that's my favorite fucking niche of joke. I love doing the fucking your mom or stupid shit like that.
That wasn't stupid. That was genuinely clever, I think.
Dude, I do the fucking something I don't even know her joke all the time. That's where that shit comes from.
Somewhere you don't know?
Fucker.
I barely know her.
Oh, fuck that.
Yeah, that's what that is.
That one, I don't like that one.
No, he loved it a second ago. He
Yeah,
didn't like
yeah,
it.
you
He
did.
loved it.
You love
No,
the
that
fuck
was
out of
clever.
It's the same joke, Gavin. It just,
No,
different
not.
context.
just hit perfectly for you.
But you can't use the vocabulary of like, no, I won't blow you. Just regularly.
I disagree.
You
As a
just
pu- as a
did. You said
punchline.
below me.
As a punchline. Or like a bit.
Sorry. I can kind of see where you're coming
Like the
from.
action I was doing was insinuating it.
Yeah.
Oh, I
So to
wasn't. I
say
didn't even
that-
know. I didn't see what you were doing with your hand. My mic was in my
No,
way.
I know, but like Destiny wanted this to happen, so like all those things fell in place, and we got on.
And it made the
camera.
joke good. It made the joke
Exactly,
good.
yeah. But yeah, and like the way my feet was positioned, I just like caught myself. And I
I
just
almost eat shit at work.
and
all
I
the
was just
time.
like, if this chair wasn't here, and like I was thinking about like how like since I'm good on my feet because I've worked on my balance for like I guess years at this point. If I wasn't doing that for those years and like this chair wasn't here, like I would have probably like hit my jaw on the fucking table,
Gavin, I
and then I just would have been dead.
want to believe you, but a lot of my friends are really dramatic. For example,
Well, I was also like I probably wouldn't be dead, but I was like, but I was wondering like, but sometimes I feel like I just underestimate like danger,
Yeah.
and like because I wasn't scared by it.
Mhm.
I was just like, oh, like that happened, and I continued. But then I thought about it, and I was like, would that have killed me? Like,
No, I don't think it would have killed you.
You dwindled too much.
Well, like, because I was falling down quite fast, and if the chair wasn't there, like, my jaw would have hit, like, the table that was in front of it and just go...
I don't know. I don't think I don't know how fast you were moving, because I know you could probably move pretty fast. That's my only thing.
Well, I guess the thing is, I don't know.
Your hood's crooked.
I don't know what the damage would have been, but I kind of wish I would have known.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, the other
Instant
day,
replay.
Z was running, or not even running, she was just kind of walking down her steps and almost went face first into a fridge. And she goes, I almost died! And I was like, what happened? And she told me the story that I just recounted to you. And,
Yeah.
And I was like, I think you would have been fine.
But, there are things of, like, there's things where it's, like, I heard, like, the story of, like, the guy who got drunk on the Titanic because he was like, I'm gonna fucking die, I might as well just get wasted. And they just, like, fell in the water for, like, and he just, like, sat there in the cold-ass water for 2 hours, and he lived through it. And I was like...
Alcohol kept
But
warm.
then you think of that shit, of, like, the little stuff where it was like,
Alcohol
if I
doesn't
died
freeze.
because I tripped and fell on a fucking table... Like, what the fuck? I just got, like, such a shitty roll of the dice if that guy can just, like, like, sit in there.
That must be a crazy, like, thought.
What?
Like, fuck it, I'm gonna die.
Let's get
go
wasted.
Let's go out.
Blasted.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't want to be sober
I
for
agree.
my death.
I think it's the
Sounds
smartest
terrible.
thing to do. Obviously, he's alive.
I want to be on, like, amphetamines or something, I don't know. Fucking me. Or, like, obviously plugged into the Matrix. I guess
Oh,
that
God,
I'll die
dude.
that way, that's fine.
Lift your head up. Get the pillow out of here.
And if you can't, at least tell me that's what you're gonna do, and then just shove something through the back of my head.
Like a Anton
They
Chigurh.
pulled the cord
But
out
of
of
course,
your flatline.
don't believe him. So, Gavin.
I can talk about my thing?
Yeah.
Woo,
Unless you
baby.
want to take a break.
No. Let's just keep going.
I'm rolling.
I actually researched something,
I'm
guys.
so
Holy
happy.
shit.
I was just talking shit about you today.
Why?
Because you didn't, and I get you're busy and you have like three things you want to put out, but like I was like, this motherfucker.
You don't like my questions?
No, I love your questions. I'm just saying.
I
Pot.
can't believe you don't like my questions.
I like your questions.
Well, obviously not. You're like, I
You
fucking
still
hate
haven't
this
got
guy's
any baby
questions.
wipes?
Fuck the baby wipes.
Enjoy your shitty ass.
I do. I wear it nice and proud.
Can I pour it in? No, you should do it. We're on air.
I do have a question. I do have a list of questions, and I do want to ask you one question because I was
Okay.
thinking about it. I don't even know when I had this question because like since we filmed bi-weekly now, much more time passes, and I have a lot more like questions. I just
Yeah.
have. But like I was getting in the shower, and I took all my clothes off except for my socks, and that usually does not happen because I don't like socks.
Uh-huh.
And I just caught myself in the mirror and I was like, what is the sexual appeal of like the ankle socks? Because that shit I think is fucking awful.
What do you mean?
Like,
you mean the knee socks?
The knee socks, but nothing but the knee socks. Because that's an entire type of porn.
Oh yeah.
But
It's an entire type of porn.
I don't even get it.
People
if
are
we're
into-
talking about like
How into thighs are you?
I don't care about it.
That's why.
Okay. Well, like I'm trying to understand it because like
As a guy who's in the thighs, I'm not sure I understand either.
well, because like I go like well like I'm not into like a bunch of fetishes out there, but there's obviously a bunch of fetishes, and I can't like watch a porn video with this specific fetish, but I guess I could comprehend to some extent why it's sexual, like feet. Like I guess I can see why it's sexual.
Well,
I think it's a subcategory of like stockings.
And that's what I'm talking about. Is like I look at that and I go, I don't get it all.
But you said just that, right? Like that's all that's on?
Yes.
But why?
Right? Or just them. Let's just even use them when they have other clothes on, and you're just like fucking her through a skirt or something.
Nice.
It's like, what's the appeal? Because like I'm like socks. It's just like you're gonna like if
You're slipping around.
yeah,
Damn it.
you're slipping around. You're on the fucking bed. You're on the bed and you're creating static as you fuck. And like if you're like holding on to like this
Dude,
person you're fucking and you're like holding onto her legs and your hands slip down and then you just feel like rough carpet on what was once cold flesh. It's like, how does that feel good?
Dude, I think they're just
You get
hoping
a shock from it?
I think they're hoping to zap her inside.
Pray to God she doesn't have a piercing.
But like I just spit everywhere, I'm sorry. To me that's just like having like one piece of any other clothing on. Like why?
But the socks are what freaked me out. Like, what are the piece of... Give me any other piece of clothing.
Like a bra? What if she just had a bra on?
Not nearly as weird to me.
I think it's weird when they pull it all the way down under her tit.
That's what I'm saying. Is like it is to me. It is odd that it's just like the socks, rather than just like.
I also think it's because I don't usually wear socks. I usually go barefoot because I don't like having socks on usually.
Summer, I'm barefoot all the time. Winter, I'm cold as shit, so I gotta wear socks.
And I'm just like, that's the only thing you have on, and you just like come across that fucking.
But again, it's also like, what's more? Why is it more appealing to have them on than
off?
Yeah.
Right? Is someone out there? Can someone heed our plea?
I want to buy the Kama Sutra.
What is that?
Is
that the book?
Yeah.
That Braden got?
Oh, he got it?
Maybe.
Or did he buy it for someone has it?
I did buy Newman a book like that.
I want to buy it for myself.
I think it's Braden. Because I filmed us opening presents at your place.
Oh.
Like 2 Christmases ago, I think. And I know he got that present from someone.
It was me, and I got it for him.
Because he was looking through and going like, what's everybody's birthday? Like, let's see your position. Like it's your star sign. Oh, you got the jackhammer.
Some of them have some stupid fucking names.
Some of them are literal taekwondo moves. Like,
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, no, they're
Spinning roundhouse.
some Brazilian jiu-jitsu shit.
Get her in a fucking arm bar, choke her out.
That's full Nelson.
Wait for her to tap. You get to tap a little bit of that.
All right, Gav.
Fuck.
Lead me in.
All right.
I'm a T.
So, I want to preface this by saying, like, I don't know how supernatural this is going to get. I know, like, we'd started this off by talking about, like,
Gavin, it doesn't.
You asked us how we wiped our ass.
I know it doesn't matter. I want to talk about whatever the fuck we want to talk about.
Yeah, well, yeah.
What? 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 Say something. What is it?
Well, I was just gonna laugh at you a little bit because, like, talk about whatever we want to talk about, yeah. But the structure of the show, I was really hoping you'd come with something a little unexplainable every week, Kevin. I mean, that's all I'm saying.
I can get there.
I hope so.
Well,
and I
maybe.
hope that I'm also a good writer one day.
I'm already good at making tea.
You're right.
Oh, but I fucking love this shit. this shit's fascinating to me.
Well, fill us in.
All right, I take you back to fucking Jerusalem.
Topical.
Not even take you that. I mean, like, we're in like 1947. 1947 Jerusalem.
Oh. 1947 is pretty topical too.
There's a shepherd just roaming the fucking desert looking for one, like a stray, like, sheep he like lost.
No, I know how this story ends.
How does it end?
Syphilis.
Damn it! It's like the Abbott and Costello bit.
What? I just fucking love them. I want to watch so much more of that.
What?
That was stunning.
Abbott and Costello, they're geniuses.
They're masters of what they were doing.
Who's on first?
The first episode, just they come out of the gate so hard.
Yeah.
That's...
They were hard?
Yeah.
Dude, you can see it through their pants.
Fuck, you can see it through the TV. It fucking projects.
It's like the ring grab.
Ew. Just don't be wearing socks, Gavin.
But eventually this shepherd comes across a very steep rocky cliff. And he finds a little cave in a crevice.
Mm-hmm.
And as like any guy does, like when they find like a hole,
They
like,
try to get into it.
like, well, yes, but like,
Yeah.
like just like what it's like. This reminds me of like those videos of people like over big ass bridges and like they just get a rock, let's throw something off.
Yeah.
Because that's what this guy does. He goes like, I want to get a rock and throw it. He's just like, it's like let's see like you know he stops caring about sheep at this point and just goes like he just has a human moment of going like,
What's in there?
Yeah, I wonder how steep this rock is, or like this cave is. So he just takes a rock, throws it down, and instead of hearing just like a, or like I don't know, someone going like hey, like he hears jars shattering.
Well, you know.
Do the sound effect again?
I thought you were gonna start talking about El Kukui because the people who found, or the man who found, like the daughter who was stolen, or the daughters that were stolen in that story, was a shepherd, and
Weren't they in a cave?
They were in a cave very far up.
Stolen by the El Kukui.
Yeah. Anyway, go on.
Can thou bring me my purse for a tissue?
Yeah.
This is what I've resorted to, Gavin.
So started by this sound and going like, oh shit. What the fuck? Like,
Yeah.
that would be a surreal moment you have.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god.
Something you think is like unreachable.
Well, like no, he is surprised by the noise and descends down to the cave.
I mean, from like where you're at, it's very far. Is what I'm saying. Like the distance, I assume he would think there was nothing down there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's reaffirming.
And when he goes down there, he finds like a bunch of he finds jars.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of them are just broken, just shattered.
Because of him.
Well, one possibly, yes. But there was a couple. I mean, I don't know how many exactly there were, but it's like multiple. There was definitely more than like 3.
Than the 3 he broke.
Yes.
Okay.
And he got into such a fit of rage for breaking it. He broke more and more. It's like that room with all the pots and Bloodborne that I'm showing right here. So many of these jars were just shattered, but there were some that were intact and sealed.
They were brains.
And when he opened
I
up,
thought he was like, you're right.
G. Wilkers doing the you're right.
he opened it up and it was Solid Snake. He got into Smash. But no, he opened it up. He opened some of these jars up, and he found scrolls in them, and scrolls that have obviously been withered away over by time because they had they were torn up. Some of the writing wasn't there, but they were also blackened with age. So he goes like, oh shit, okay, I'm gonna take these because he obviously discovers
Never take from a weird cave.
Well, no. Then you get ghosts, and I want to find ghosts, and I get a rare antiquity at the same time.
Rare antiquity at the same time.
Since he found a fucking rare antiquity, he was gonna go fucking well, he went to.
He went as soon as he left the cave.
I think I went a bit too far.
Antiquity is like one of my favorite words suddenly.
Antiquity? Dude, I love watching Antique Rodeo Show.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever really seen it.
I'm missing out, man.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is that the one where they're like, oh, we have this product, and they like kind of interview whoever bought them
Yes.
about their lives?
And
And
it's like, I found this in my attic when I was sifting through all the cobwebs.
Some
and
lady
bodies.
brought in like 8 feet of her hair.
I went to go get
She had really long hair.
the Christmas
Yeah.
tree.
They bought it?
Then
Yeah, I think
a
so.
bird flew
How
into
does
the
that
window.
work? Is it like
and
an auction?
Knocked over
Right,
something
yeah.
I think that Gavin's going off
on the
his
top
own.
of the roof, and it fell down, and there it was, the Holy Grail. Well, sir, this is worth quite a bit.
That's how they talk.
Yeah, man.
They don't do that, though.
I love the ones where they go, sir, this is the most remarkable historical discovery I have ever seen in my entire life. And they're just like, wow.
$25.
Whoa, okay.
I never would have thought that.
Been in the attic for years, you know.
Yeah, that's a famous line.
This is Mussolini's fucking golden tooth. Dude.
This is proof that Hitler fled to Argentina.
How did you get it? Yeah,
This photo album. This is my actual
this
grandpa.
is a severed finger he gave to you.
His vial of his blood that he said to give to you.
So he could be cloned later in the future and continue his work. But coming across the scrolls, the shepherd got together his buddies and was like, "Dude, look at this fucking shit!" And they were all like, "Oh fuck!" And
Black jars.
no, the scrolls. He took the scrolls. And
Which were next to the jars.
inside the jars.
Inside the jars. I thought there was heads inside the jars.
No bodies. But
Yes.
so he got his buddies together. They went down to a fucking antique seller, antique dealer. Sorry, and his name by the name of Kando.
What is his name?
Kando.
Kando?
I don't know if that's how you K-A.
Kondo? Kando?
I was thinking Kondo, but I don't know.
Kado?
Because honestly, I'm thinking about Kano from Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
But, just wearing the attire of Jerusalem.
I forgot that's where the story takes place.
Jerusalem. Keep in mind. Israel. Jerusalem. Not Boston.
Tell me about Kando.
Kando.
Scrolls?
Yeah, but Kando, it says Kando was intrigued. More so, I think he was he opened them up and was like, ooh.
What do we have here?
Yeah, and he was like, okay. Well, he wasn't like, what do we have here? He was like, oh my god. And he was just like, oh yeah, I'm a little bit intrigued, but he was just like, why don't you see if you can go back to that cave and find some more scrolls or some more treasures?
The antique dealer?
Yeah,
Kando was like,
go back. What else is there? He's like, tell me if anything else is there.
what a dickhead.
And the men came back with 7 scrolls in total.
Thank you much.
Four of those scrolls would be sold to Kando, and the 3 others were sold to another antique merchant called Salahi. Now,
Samahi?
Salahi. Now, I mainly think that it does not say this, but I'm speculating that the reason because of this was because with every scroll they gave him, they became more aware that they're getting fucked over. They were just like, yes, and the next one, he's like, how about 2 rubies? And I don't know what their currency is. But then
you cover The Legend of Zelda?
But I bet they were just like,
That's my default.
guys, we can't read this. And they're just like, hold on, no, we're done. Give us back those ones. And he's like, nah, man, you already sold it. You already fucking sold. These are mine. Get the fuck out of here. And so they had to go back and barter with someone else. So with the ones Kando had, Kando took those 4 scrolls and he sold them to the head of the Syrian Orthodox monastery of St. Mark, Archbishop Samuel. And eventually, a Hebrew University professor by the name of... Now, if you please could help me out with this one, because I don't want to butcher this man's name. Eliezer. And it's Israeli, so think of that. Eliezer. Eliezer?
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. Eliezer.
Sure.
It sounds nice.
I mean, someone might correct us one day, and if
Hopefully.
they don't,
I
then
hope so.
we tried our best.
His name was Eliezer Lipa S-U-K. Fuck, I lost my place. S-U-K-E-N-I-K. I won't even try to say it. You can just have that.
Yeah, it's like Sukine or something. I don't know.
And
I don't know either about what
he
they're
would
called.
eventually learn of these scrolls through another antique dealer. It's not Kando, just some other antique dealer, which I found interesting.
But
because
Kando did give them the 4 he had.
Well, no, not them. This was a professor that learned about these, that these scrolls existed.
Oh,
and were
okay.
sold off.
Okay.
And he learned that from some other antique dealer. So now I'm thinking that antique dealers are like this creed that just collaborate at night and go like, what did you get? They all go down to their little shanty town with a cave. And they just feast over the antiquities they have. We will rule the world one day.
That's just me in my room, man.
What the fuck are you talking
You
about?
marvel at your antiquities.
Your
Yeah.
antiquities.
Anytime someone
Antiquities.
comes in my room, I literally give them a tour of all the shit that I've thrifted. You saw me on my birthday.
Yeah, you were really
Not even my
excited.
birthday. That was Christmas.
That was Christmas.
I did have my birthday too, but
Yeah.
Elizir is the real fucking deal.
What do you mean?
Elizir was not only a
You
professor,
think he was a pimp?
he was a fucking archaeologist.
Okay.
he got bitches.
He
Probably not.
I don't know, man.
It's at the dig site.
Dig
Studying.
say, dig say bitch is good.
He was a professor and archaeologist, and he migrated to the British mandated Palestine in 1912, and he fought in World War I in the 40th Battalion of the British, which has some code, like that alone has a code name, but because like all of them were Jewish, they had their own code name for being in the 4th Battalion and all being Jewish, and I forgot what it was, so I'm like, what do we want to call it?
I have a table in my room from World War II.
That you do. That is very cool. What do you want to call it?
Abbott and Costello.
There's more than two.
That's what they were called.
They were called they're the baseball team.
The baseball team.
Who, what, and where?
Who, what, and I don't know.
Oh yeah. So he fought in World War One. He oversaw the uncovering of the third wall of ancient Jerusalem. Just to give you a little context about what that means. In 41 through 44 Common Era, which is AD, replace that, is when the third wall of Jerusalem was built, or started to be built. And it was being built to protect like a new quarter that was north of like the first two walls. And the walls would stop being like constructed eventually.
Real quick, Evan.
Yes.
I got so thrown off by CE.
Common Era?
Yeah. Do you remember learning about that?
No.
Yeah,
Well, like, I
In
remember
6th grade?
I remember it weirding me out.
History class?
I remember it weirding me out. But we just didn't, like... That's not AD.
No, it's CE now.
See,
Yeah, that's weird.
no one uses CE though.
I don't use AD
I think
either.
a lot of people use C.
I don't use either of them.
I think scholars and like, very, very smart people use CE.
I think they have to now.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Nerds.
But after the foundation was settled, it would stop being built because there was fear of the Roman Emperor Claudius would like expect a revolt because of this. I don't know what the context is because of that, because again I had a lot to read, and I knew I couldn't dig into it even though I wanted to. But that's just, it's important to know that like there was gonna be a suspicion if this continued to be built, and because it stopped being built, like Jewish rebels would finish building the wall like extremely fast.
Yeah.
And it would eventually lead to the first Jewish revolt and the destruction of Jerusalem.
Oh.
And so, like, and I didn't know about this, but apparently Jerusalem was fucking destroyed and then rebuilt. Because, like, the uncovering of the third wall is Elizir, like, he headed the fucking uncovering, finding, like, the foundation of the third wall. Like, after how many fucking, like thousands of years?
Mm.
It's incredible. What, 1,000? Like, you know, it was like the 1900s. So that's like fucking crazy.
Yeah, no, that's wild. That's wild.
And fucking also, in 1941, he discovered a burial cave in Credon Valley containing an ogiary, which is a box set of human skeletal remains that had Alexander, son of Simon, like inscribed onto it. And it is theorized that this is possibly the remains of Simon of Cyrene, the man compelled by the Romans to carry the cross of Jesus as he was being led to his crucifixion. This man is literally fucking Israel Indiana Jones. This is insane. This is fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Could you imagine, like, discovering that? And, like, again, it's a theory that, like, but, like, even to have, like, the possible theory of uncovering, like, just that story alone.
Yeah.
Of having your name attached to that.
That's wild.
That is fucking nuts! And he found the third wall of Jerusalem! It's like, dude, this is crazy shit. And when you look this guy up, the first picture of him is him wearing a fedora and holding the Holy Grail. On that fucking line. It's not the Holy Grail, but like, dude, it looks like it. I am nerding out by this point.
Yeah,
You know how much I love Indiana Jones, so I'm like losing my goddamn mind.
You look this guy up. He's Indiana Jones.
He's Indiana Jones! So after Elixir learned about these scrolls, he went to go seek them out. And it was fucking dangerous at this time. When I say he's Indiana Jones, like, I don't think this guy's punching people, but the stakes are fucking there.
Yeah.
Because, like, Arab and Jewish tension was extremely high at the time. And, you know, kind of like how it is now. But, like, to give a little context about what this tension was about. In World War I, the British were fighting against the Ottoman Turks in a geographical location known as the Levant, which is an area of, like, Eastern Mediterranean region of, like, West Asia. And the Ottoman Turks had the Arabs, like under their control, like, kind of like slaves. Or they were oppressing them. And when the British, like, started to fight them and invade, like, the Arabs revolted and helped the British win the fucking fight and, like, win the land. Run the Ottoman Turks out of their territory. And if it wasn't, like, for, like... Sorry, I'm just, like, rambling at this point. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
And because of this, it's important to bring up that mandatory Palestine
Trust me, Gavin,
is
it's
born.
not you.
Like, where, like, where Elixir would eventually, like, immigrate. Because of this battle that is won, this place is born. And to honor their freedom, the British promised the Arabs, like, a large amount of land where the battle was fought. But the British made the Sykes-Picot asserment with the French. And this split the land in this battle, like, in two, of, like, the British get this, the French get this.
I hate the French.
And the Arabs were pretty fucking pissed at that because they thought they were going to get, like, the entire thing. But they only get fucking half.
They even drink tea in France.
But then, just to add salt into the wounds of the Arabs...
Is it Arabs?
Sorry, Arabs. Yeah.
It
sound like a goddamn...
Take it after your dad.
I sound like an idiot Fox News Republican.
Arabs.
Arabs. It's my country coming out.
It's your Dale Gribble coming
These goddamn Arabs are pissed off at the British.
The goddamn British, to be clear.
But the British eventually...
are coming. The British are coming. My land, my land.
But eventually the Balfour Declaration of 1917 would happen.
You say the bell curve of proclamation?
Balfour.
The Balfour what?
Balfour.
For these nuts.
That doesn't even make sense. But the Balfour Declaration of 1917...
No, I will not Balfour you, dick.
It doesn't work.
It wasn't for you. It was for her.
I know. It just does. It's not.
No, it wasn't for you. Don't worry. You know when in The Dreamer, I think it's in The Dreamer, maybe it's not, that where Dave Chappelle goes, and now these days, like, I get 6 guys laughing and I go, that's enough.
Yeah.
That's all I wanted. That was enough.
But the Balfour Declaration of 1917 happens, which declares that the UK supports, God damn it, I can't speak. It declares the UK's support for Jews to establish a national home in Palestine. And Arabs and Jews had already been cleaning up it. Arabs.
We're working on it.
You're right. It's just in my blood at this point.
No, I understand. I can't expect you to be able to fix the behavior in a second.
The Arabs and Jews had already been feuding at this point because in the 1880s, like, immigration of Jews coming into the Arabs territory, like, was already kind of pissing them off. And so now, not only were they like, first we had to share the fucking land with the French, those goddamn fucking idiots. Now we have to share it with the Jews? These People just hate. Just hate everything. You heard what I said.
Dude, I heard.
I'm gonna get Shane Gillis with that. Go ahead.
My coworker was telling me that she learned sign language for Nazi today.
What is it?
And she.
It's like,
No, you do the mustache and then you hail Hitler.
That's a good one. Well, do you go like?
No, you do it at the same time. Because if you're not.
That's a good one. It's like blowing a kiss.
No, you do the mustache and with the other arm.
oh!
That's just a bit too much.
Well, it's like you're not just hailing Hitler.
You're right.
That's probably what the shorthand was for.
You didn't even have to like do the salute to say Hitler, did you?
Sign language?
Yeah, I mean, you could have
I don't think they say anything, Gavin.
I know, but they didn't. You didn't have
This fucking guy.
to
All fruit.
to show Hitler. You don't have to actually do the salute. You could have just been like,
Listen, man, they chose his most two notable things.
Yeah, they did.
"It's
I mean,
true. It's true."
I think. Well, I mean, it's not Hitler. It's Nazi. But like, you do the stash and then.
Okay. What's just Hitler?
Probably just the
Probably
stash.
just the stash.
the Muhammad Ali shuffle.
Gosh, this Muhammad Ali guy, he must be a Nazi or something. He keeps doing.
Listen, Muhammad Ali is an anagram for Hitler.
No, I like Muhammad Ali. He's fast.
Not true.
Kevin, one time he
watch
shut
someone
off the
Evan
lights.
Costello it with the numbers, but Muhammad Ali spells Hitler. You take this H over here.
Now say H-A, Ali.
Now put a dolphin there. Just like the unclever version of it. That's the TikTok like version of it.
Yeah. Where someone thinks they're being real funny. Be me.
That's us.
Gavin. Yeah.
So yeah, the fucking Arabs are pissed at this point. They're down on their luck. And 20 years go by, and 1937 happens, and a British Royal Commission of Inquiry, known, yes. What?
1937 happened. Are we in 1938 or are we still in 1937?
We were never in 1938.
You said 1937 happened. Like, yeah, it did happen. I just didn't know where that set us.
20 years later,
Okay.
1937 happened, which implies we were in 1917. 20 years later, 1937 happens.
All right.
And a British Royal Commission of Inquiry, known as the Peel Commission, try and break the ever-growing tensions by proposing a two-state solution. Because at this point, like, there's fighting going on. Like, it's not just like stairs.
Yeah.
And just like, you over there, me over here.
Hey.
So that's all they do at the border of North and South Korea. Oh yeah. I forgot. Not everyone's a visual listener.
And they were like, okay, guys. Like,
Yeah, you did sign language earlier. They're really pissed off.
Like, people are getting killed. Like, there's a lot of violence going on. How about we do a two-state solution? Like, Jews, you get this. Britain, we get this. And the Arabs, you get this. And the Jews were like, okay. Like, they open up the envelope a little bit, like it's a poker hand. Like, this seems reasonable, but let's discuss it a little bit. Let's see what the Arabs are thinking.
Just for our audio listeners, real quick, because you did sign language earlier. When I say do the stash, I meant like you take two fingers as if you're doing a peace sign. You put them close together.
Which is the opposite of a Nazi.
Yeah, you put them together, and then you put it above your lip, under your nose, and above your top lip.
This is like
I hope that painted a good picture for you.
This is a how-to.
That's like when you boot up like your new console for the first time, and there's like a lady going like start, and you're like, no, I don't want this. That's what that was for video listeners. They're like, this isn't for me.
No, yeah, it's not, and the visual bit wasn't for the audio listeners. So fuck you. Yeah. I flipped them off for both of you. Don't worry. Let's keep going.
Well, flip them off. Fuck you. There we go. Now they get it. All right. So yeah, the Jews were like, okay, we can't.
There's gonna be a deaf listener listen to like the closed caption version,
yeah.
And they're gonna be like, "Why me?" And they're gonna read it. You know. Sorry, go on.
And they like slid the envelope to the Arabs.
Were you gonna say Asians?
No. I was gonna say.
It's because you were looking at me, wasn't it, bitch?
Maybe. They slid it over, and without even looking at it, they fucking crumpled up into a fucking ball and threw it into the fucking trash. And they were like, fuck you! Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you! That's basically what happened, because they were like, no. Like, we don't want you to sell land to these fuckers, and we don't want these motherfuckers immigrating here anymore.
You're like watching Drunk History.
Awesome. And the British... And the Jews were like, okay, well, we're not, like, they're just being childish at this point. You know, we're not going to take their side. Like, right, Britain? And then, like, they, like, look over, and Britain's just kind of going, like...
We support you, but, like... This guy got the point, you know?
There's more of them. So yeah, they did not side with the Jews, and they listened to the Arabs, and couldn't sell land. Land could not be sold to the Jews anymore, and immigration stopped. So when 2 years pass, and World War II starts, it means that Jews can't immigrate to Jerusalem to escape the Holocaust. In the late 1940s, at the fucking peak of World War II, Jewish violence is fucking skyrocketing in Jerusalem with the people who are in there. Mm-hmm. There were attacks by a paramilitary group called Irgun, assassination of British authorities by another paramilitary group called the Linai, and this was fucking crazy because there was images of this. The King David Hotel bombing happened, which was a bombing of the British administrative headquarters. So this was home base, dude, and a fucking bomb went off in it. And there's footage of it. I mean, not footage, photographs of it. Mm. And this happened 1 year before our fucking main character Eliav goes to see these scrolls. So tensions are and the year after, I didn't write anything down about this, but I did want to bring it up. The year after marked the War of 1948, which eventually would culminate in the Jews winning, and mandatory Palestine being destroyed. Doesn't exist anymore. Died in 1940. So fucking peak tensions here.
That's crazy.
So Eliezer traveled to the British divided military zone of the Jerusalem border, and through the fence, the dealer who had the scrolls, held up fragments of leather, so Eliezer can decipher it, because these scrolls were written on parchment and papyrus.
Okay.
Which is animal skin. It's not actual paper. So it's leather, and Eliezer recognizes the ancient writing and travels with the dealer to meet Salai, who had 3 of those 7 scrolls, the other merchant. And when Eliezer opens them up, he lays his eyes upon Hebrew manuscripts 1,000 years older than any other biblical text that had ever been recorded at that point.
So he is Indiana Jones.
He's Indiana Jones.
Yeah, that's wild.
And this is a direct quote from his journal about his experience, opening these. My hands shook as I started to unwrap one of them. I read a few sentences. It was written in beautiful biblical Hebrew. The language was like that of the Psalms, but the text was unknown to me. I looked, and suddenly I had the feeling that I was privileged by destiny to gaze upon a Hebrew scroll which had not been read for more than 2,000 years.
Just imagine knowing all of the text in your head. You dedicated your life to this, and you unravel.
That were me.
You unravel the Dead Sea Scrolls. These are called the Dead Sea Scrolls. Go on.
I can't.
You were laying some sick beat right there.
Yeah, exactly. 'Cause I can't even begin to imagine how it would be to make such a stark discovery in your field when you've dedicated your life to something.
And previously, you've made some fucking, like,
And
we mentioned.
Oh, yeah.
Big ones.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even necessarily believe that those remains are the fucking guy who held the cross, but the fact that it's even a theory.
Yeah, that's attached to your name regardless.
Some evidence of it. Some, like, reasoning of an inkling that this could possibly be who it is. That's fucking nuts.
Yeah, dude.
Oh,
that's
my
crazy.
God. I'm gonna watch the entire trilogy tomorrow. God damn.
Jesus.
So yeah, that was the start of like the 9-year journey, of like discovering the Dead Sea Scrolls.
That was the start.
It was the start. 9 years happened because many archaeologists and like and treasure hunters would eventually learn of this at some point.
Oh yeah.
I can't. There was so much I knew I couldn't like talk about it all because we would be going on forever. But like, at some point, I'll get this image. I know I have to fucking get it. At some point, because of the tensions that were like happening, and this was after the war, but tensions were happening in like 1950s. Mm-hmm. And so the scrolls had to be like sent. Do I think Philadelphia? In the U.S., it all comes back to the U.S. Boston, baby. Philadelphia is not Boston's not in Philadelphia, but the fact that we even came back to like fucking the United States is fascinating to me.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I think they went to Philadelphia so they wouldn't be harmed in any way, as these tensions were like sorting themselves out. And in the fucking Wall Street Journal, the 4 Dead Sea Scrolls were up for sale.
Yeah?
There is a literal advertisement in the newspaper under miscellaneous, and it says, the 4 Dead Sea Scrolls.
That's why.
I don't know why it had to happen, but like the fact that that even happened is crazy. So like archaeologists and treasure hunters were like, we gotta fucking go to those caves.
Yeah.
Because like this is big shit. It would result in tens of thousands of scroll fragments being found in like 10 different caves where those first ones were found. And those fragments would be eventually comprised into over 900 manuscripts written in Hebrew, Aramaic, and Greek.
That's wild.
900.
Thousands of years older than
The last recorded knowledge of when this was known.
There's these posts on Facebook that are like 3D, so you can spin your phone around and it'll show you the room, and they have a bunch of them in like ancient pyramids. It's really cool.
Oh, this is really cool.
Yeah.
One day they'll be digging through servers to find Facebook messages so that they can,
Fuck you up?
Well, no. So they can learn about our culture.
Oh yeah.
Well,
that's if
which
I think it will.
No, I think so too. But I think most things will be digital anyway. That's why they're going to be looking through servers.
Are you gonna eat your fruit?
It's Horizon Zero Dawn.
Go ahead.
You can eat mine too.
I already did.
Oh, okay. Didn't ask.
Cause I knew you weren't gonna eat it.
We had a whole conversation about it.
Even as I was offering it to you, I was like, I still kind of want to eat those. So the fact that you said you knew I wasn't going to eat it kind of offends me.
The dragon fruit?
No, these.
Oh, I ate all your dragon fruit.
Oh, okay. I was going to offer you these, but no, I'm not. No, I'm not.
Okay. Well, I ate all your dragon fruit.
You can't take my fries. You fucking can't take my fries.
Because half the time you leave all the food on your plate, so I just end up having to eat it at the end of the episode anyway.
It's true. Now I have to make it a point.
Good.
I didn't even talk about this with any of you. My worldview completely changed.
Yeah?
At least a little bit, because I don't know, like, do you guys... I won't talk about this a lot, because I know we're running long, but do you guys know about, like, the recent podcast Joe Rogan had with, like, the religious UFO researcher?
No.
Okay. She's a PhD.
It changed your worldview?
Dude, I'm like, it made me less of a skeptic, because this lady is coming on to here, and she's published books about like this experience. She's been a skeptic for most of her life, and up until 2012, she started to research UFOs because she saw it as a new religion, which it kind of is.
Okay, yeah.
Eventually gets to the point. Oh, that was the air freshener. Gets to the point where her research is leading her to meeting people, big people. One person she can't even identify by last name, because he's like the founder of the Space Force. He's a millionaire who like is a genius researcher who is like Tony Stark. Think of Tony Stark.
Okay.
It's Tony fucking Stark.
Got a lot of
And eventually
characters
she's
today.
getting like harassments sent to her through like email. A bunch of shit's going down, and she realizes this is actually sketchy shit, what she's kind of researching. She understands there's consequence. Eventually, this Tony Stark character, who she refers to as Tyler, says, I want you to come to a site with me. And
No thanks.
and just kind of goes like,
You're gonna kill me.
okay, I'll come with you, but can I have an associate of mine come with me, or like a peer come with me who I trust on an academic level? And he had to get cleared through that process. And he was like, hey, he can come. She was like, this could be a setup, because again, she's very skeptical.
Yeah.
Still doesn't really believe in it. I think she believes in aliens, but again, skeptical. And she's like, this could be a setup for them trying to just give me false information. I need a second opinion on this.
Yeah, yeah.
They go to this.
It's not fear, it's skepticism.
They go to New
That's why
Mexico.
she didn't go alone.
They go to New Mexico.
Uh-huh.
They get blindfolded. They take an hour-long drive to a crash site. And these two academics just walk through this field for 10 hours. And again, I don't want to say everything, because honestly, I kind of just want you guys to listen to this. But the point that got me really fucking like already creeped out was the fact that not only was she like talking about Bob Lazar levels of I can't believe you're talking about this on like a public platform and you could publish a book about this stuff, but she was literally like, she found a material, and as she was describing how it was to Joe, I was like, this is Roswell. And Joe immediately goes, isn't that similar to Roswell? And she was like, yeah, it is. She described a material that she picked up as she ciphered through a bunch of tin cans that have been laid out by people who found the crash site to hide fucking evidence. As she feels it, you could bend it around all you fucking wanted to. You could
It's like the
stretch
aerospace video.
do fucking anything to it, in whatever way you wanted to, and it would go back to the state it was in. And I immediately thought of Roswell, because that's what the ship, like, that's what the ship was described as.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my fucking god. And they're in New Mexico.
You mean like a Nito?
What do you mean?
Where you can take like a Nito and like the cube,
The Nito ice cube.
Yes.
but like just
Perfect.
A lot more advanced.
Okay.
Of course. But
That's
like,
peak technology right there.
she also, once she takes the blindfold off, kind of goes like, I recognize this. Why the fuck do I recognize this? And eventually, Tyler is like, you recognize it, huh? And he's like, you know what? Because it was in the X-Files. And I go like, what the actual fuck? I go, what the actual fuck? And she was like, yeah, they had an insider on their team. And I was like, you're giving, like, it's literally the idea of it, like, inseminating this fucking, like, that theory of inseminating the crazy shit through your popular culture, literally giving it to us.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck? She's saying this on a fucking podcast. She's written books about this. I'm losing my goddamn mind.
If she wrote books about it, you wouldn't have read it.
I know, which I'm so happy. This was on a fucking podcast. I'm just astonished by it. And it seriously made me go like, if this is happening, And I give credit to this person. You know, Zach Baggins want to call himself a skeptic and then found ghosts, whatever. This person's a fucking academic. And they were absolutely skeptical, and they're telling us this. They're allowed to tell us this because she thinks they want to get other people's opinions on it because she thinks it's inevitable that this stuff is going to get out to the public since China is in space now. Eventually, people are going to learn about this shit. And it's going to be out of their control. So they want to get more minds on it to understand what the fuck is going on. Get second opinions.
Yeah.
And I'm just going like, the fact this is allowed to happen is insane. It
makes you think about how much more they're hiding.
Level of like, fucking, I can't believe you're saying this. And Bob Lazar was called crazy.
Yeah.
And his life was ruined by like the stories he told. And I immediately listened to that podcast after. And I just went like, I would have called this guy fucking nuts at this point. But the fact that I listened to this immediately before makes me go, I don't know what the fuck now. I don't know what the fuck, dude. And I already think, I had a 2-hour-long conversation with my dad about how we think America's just gonna fucking die soon.
Oh, yeah. That's why I did not give a shit
You know
when
about,
Walmart
like-
sent me my not my W-2s, my 401k shit.
I'm sure you know about what's happening in Texas.
About the fucking...
At the border?
Yeah.
That shit was freaking me out, because my dad told me about that shit. I did not know about it.
How the Nicki and Megan
And I was
beef are
just like,
overshadowing it.
When was the last time...
It's okay.
When was the last time a state was actually going against the federal government?
I think they were going to secede.
What do you mean?
That's like when they leave.
Well, I meant like, I asked my dad, like, when did that happen last in history? And he was like, the Civil War? And I was like, this is fucking insanity.
Yeah.
What is happening right now?
There's so much crazy shit going on.
I have to agree with Texas on what's happening.
Oh, yeah.
What is happening? The way our country is being run is fucking crazy at this point. It is lunacy.
He's getting to it.
I realize that Shane Gillis bit of like going like, yeah, you don't think you're gonna be a Republican, but like you grow into it.
No, I'm saying you're finally becoming a radicalist.
Well, like it really just does blow my mind, and I go like, I can't blame Texas for what's happening because
Then you start to get a little angry, huh?
the immigration thing is fucking horribly run by now.
I mean, since I can
Did you
remember.
hear about the shit river that's happening that the farmers are
No.
creating? The tax for like these, like my dad said these German farmers. I don't know why they were German. I think this happened in the U.S. But these German farmers like got like they were once exempt from like the tax of gas because it has to have it helps their business.
Yeah.
But they got that taken away from them, and they're paying tax, and apparently farmers were already fucking struggling, so they were pissed. And so they just took, like, gallons upon gallons of liquid pig manure and they just did that.
They just dumped it?
To it, like, an entire, like, I think in, like, the town hall or some shit. Like, it was a building of importance.
Good.
Yeah. But, like, dude, like, shit's happening. I cannot...
They're still billionaires.
I cannot imagine what's going to happen after this next election.
Dude, I
So
talked
much
about
shit
it.
has
I
happened
talked
and it's
about it
only
with
January.
my coworkers.
I'm gonna get this.
I talked about it with my coworkers. I looked at them. I said, "How many riots do you think there's going to be at the end of this next election? Because regardless of what happens, there's going to be riots."
So much going on.
And that's this year. Gavin said there's going to be so much going on. But that's going to be this year.
Yeah.
In the next
Yeah, I
year.
know. We're voting.
Yes.
Oh, fuck. I'm supposed to vote for somebody.
Yeah.
Don't. Honestly, don't. What the fuck, dude? What are we supposed... These are the choices we're given? We're given a rich, egotistical billionaire who just wants to do this for a...
Who even are our candidates?
Fucking corpse?
Yeah.
It's gonna be Trump and Biden, dude. It's gonna be Trump and Biden. Who else is it gonna be?
I don't know.
I don't know. There's... I don't know. Yeah, it's crazy. It's fucking weird.
I look at the history, like, at the history lessons being taught after America falls, and they're like, yeah, guys, like, these were the choices. This is satire.
Yeah.
Like, dude, how did they not see
Yeah,
it
that's
coming?
wild. There's
How
no
did they
way.
not see it? That's what they're going to be saying.
Yeah.
And they have video proof of it. It's going to be all documented.
Yeah.
Trump is out there going...
You know what's crazy?
Some crazy shit.
I still see a lot of things about Gen Alpha in schools.
What is
And
that?
Gen Alpha's after us.
Okay. When does that happen?
There already happened.
Really?
So there's an after us now. There's
When did that happen? Do you know?
Oh, I don't know who Alpha's considered.
I would assume
It's like 2012 or something,
Okay.
right? 2015 maybe.
maybe.
Cause it's from like, shit. I don't know. We should look it up. But, Gen Alpha. I keep seeing things that they're just fucking stupid, and I hate to say it like that. I really do. But like, I mean, like they don't have basic reading skills or basic math skills.
Cause everybody's got a fucking iPad, kid.
And I get that.
That's the evolution of humanity.
And I get that. But like, what
Why
if
do
it
you
does
think
all
I
fail?
don't like fucking meta shit?
You have to just accept it.
But if
No.
what if it all fails? That's what I'm
we
scared
could
of.
go extinct.
It's
Absolutely possible.
like if
that happens to species.
yeah. But do you think that's what happens if
It's one route.
technology fails?
Yeah.
You think we just immediately go extinct?
Not even technology fails. If this gets to the point where for some reason our brains fucking
Gavin, you're thinking beyond my lifetime, so I don't care anymore.
maybe it is our lifetime.
I don't think it
know.
is. That's the problem. I don't foresee it being anytime. Maybe towards the end.
You don't think?
I don't know, man.
I mean,
I think
that's
you
the-
plug me into the Matrix at the end. I don't think anything happens before that.
But like I don't know if the Matrix is gonna happen in our lifetime either. But I'm saying the possible extinction scenario of humans.
We're getting closer and closer to that
happen.
fucking.
Yeah,
That could happen
that
in
can
our
happen.
lifetime.
Well, I mean, I think that can happen. That's been able to happen since like
Right.
the bomb was. You
I
know,
don't
that
know.
atomic
We're
bomb.
just getting close to the setting of fucking Walking Dead, where there's no electricity and all that shit, and we're just
Because like if this is the way it's gonna happen,
rolling around.
this might be the
We need
this might be the
walkie-talkies.
downfall of humans. For some reason, humans could have gotten it through their fucking brains through evolution that like you can't do like the way you're running shit isn't fucking working. And it, like I don't know, dude. Like it genuinely scares me to have
I
this
think-
fear of what the election is going to be like. No matter
matter who
fucking
wins,
who
yeah.
wins, it's gonna be
be
fucking
bad.
chaos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be bad. Oh.
And I'm thinking, like, what if this actually starts some fucking shit? And that's what everyone thinks. And usually they're always proven
Honestly,
wrong. Usually they're always
no,
proven wrong.
no. Fuck it.
But what if this is the one? What if it's the one?
Nah, fuck it. Why not? Let's roll with it. I say we embrace
That's all we can do.
whatever crazy shit happens.
We need walkie-talkies.
I'm really-
This is how I thought.
Yeah.
Why do you think I've been so fatalistic about
Nah,
evolution?
well, because mine comes from a place of hope. That's the idea.
Yeah.
Is that whatever's on the other side's better than what we ever have now.
That's what I think too. I think it's gonna be a lot better when technology takes over.
We need
Yeah,
walkie-talkies.
but that's a far out thing to me. Again,
I know.
I'm talking about like when these riots happen. Hopefully something good comes out of it because we gotta readjust.
Does the apocalypse happen when you finally get to have our adventures?
That's what I'm saying, Gavin.
We can just like drive down the road and just like stop wherever we want, take in the beautiful view.
Yeah.
Just go back.
Why do you think I said it's like our little Walking Dead setting? There's nothing in our fucking way.
I fantasize about that so much.
We
I
have
know
to
it's gonna be
learn
awful. It'll be
how to
awful.
make cars that don't run on gas.
I'm probably gonna use cars.
We just walk.
I need transportation.
I have scooter.
Bikes.
Bikes
are gonna
we'll
be-
get.
I have my yellow swing bike in the basket.
I'll get a Flintstones car.
Wait, no, you don't want a Flintstones car. That's just you walking still. Sorry.
Glad we're all there.
Oh my god.
Are you gonna drink your tea?
Go pee.
Because I think I'm gonna leave.
You haven't even heard the story yet.
Dude, I wake up
10
at
o'clock.
3:30.
You're right.
She has 5 hours of sleep.
Okay, yeah, get out of here. Sorry.
Easily 10. Yeah, I know.
I know.
Yeah, it is a weird adjustment though. I do have to.
We have to figure it out.
What do we? Well, what's the plan, man?
Worry about Haley's schedule the most?
Well, no, I mean like,
For the rest of the episode.
do we finish?
We have to continue.
That's what I say. I would prefer if you continue. I
Well,
don't.
like, also, the sad thing is, like, when the time of the story comes, Haley doesn't really talk
Yeah,
about it.
yeah.
And I feel bad about that. Because I want to hear what your thoughts are about the story.
I don't have any. I barely pay attention.
But then but wait, you barely pay attention.
Yeah.
What? Why?
I kind of zone out.
I feel so rude, didn't you? This man wrote a story.
Me too, a little
For
bit,
us.
but it's cool.
I am not a hear learner. I'm a read learner.
Oh,
So let me read them.
okay, yeah, we
Well,
can.
Why don't you try
Figure this
expressing
out.
another part of your brain by listening?
Well, no,
I
like
can't.
some simply don't function like that. I get it. I do. I understand. Here.
That's why I hate when we have
So should Haley be the ones to read the stories?
No.
That's the only way you're gonna get through it.
Or I can just
And she
read
can
it.
just read them as I'm starting to explain.
Okay.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Although in the future, I would very much like to do cold reads with you guys.
What are cold
Well, I
reads?
just hand you the story because
that'd be fascinating.
I'm also interested to see how you'd read some of these,
I
but we'll get
annotate
there.
it like a teacher.
Absolutely not. I'm gonna pee, and she can get the rest of her belongings.
Say goodbye to Haley, everybody. It's gonna be a fucking sausage fest now.
Bye.
Yeah, your favorite's leaving. I
Yeah,
apologize.
You can't edge to us, fuckers. Oh, god damn. That
So
was
how
a
do you want
rush.
to open this one? Do you want to?
Welcome, viewers. We're doing something new.
Hi.
So we're kind of, well, why? We're kind of like lost in confusion a little bit.
Yeah, there was.
Well, first off-
can you turn on the?
Oh yeah, sorry about that feedback.
We were having some audio issues. They're
Yeah.
fixed now.
Oh, yeah.
We're all
I
cool.
literally thought I lost all of the audio, and I was like, well, we either put it out using the camera audio or it's scrapped. And I felt kind of bad because, at least for now, I'm liking this episode.
Yeah. This is pleasant.
That scared me.
That was. We're rolling.
Also, I just want to say, I remember I was going to mention this. Episode 5 has a little glitch in it.
What do you mean?
Did I not tell you about this?
No.
At some point in episode 5, during near the 40-minute mark, in editing, what I did was, so every time, just pulling the curtain back a little bit, every time that we open the show and the do starts, that's a separate MP3 file every time, because I have to play that
You did tell me that.
because it's going to resolve differently for every intro.
Yeah.
It can't just be one song. So I record that every time. And I just did that, continue moving on with the rest of it, while placing music throughout the show.
Okay.
But when I copy and pasted that track, so I could just go, boom, there's all the music I have that I've used. I'll just use the same position again, and resets.
Okay, can we put, Haley right here?
I'm gonna. It's gonna be so mean. I don't know what background it is right now, but it's just gonna be like a frame, and it's gonna be like just like a dictator of some kind.
Tadeki Tojo.
Yeah, slapping the bald head.
Anyway, we're trying something new.
No, I have to explain it. It's not done yet.
No, I was so far. Okay.
And what I didn't realize while editing it is the MP3 I recorded with the piano was on the same track as the one with the music, and I just copy and pasted it, boom, and put it, and in that MP3 track is us screaming Spectruminal Trinitea. So that MP3 file is being layered over us already talking, and we're just screaming over the show.
Only at around the 40-minute mark.
Only around the 40-minute mark. I was I want everyone to know I listened to that at work to get screenshots of things to clip.
Yeah.
Found that happen and immediately removed the video off of YouTube. I was so ashamed.
We're just shouting.
But then I was like, the process of fixing this is a pain in the ass. So I'll take this one on the chin.
It's alright.
And then I re-upload the video.
We're still early.
I know, and I know this stuff has to happen.
Yeah. We know now.
You know now. if you made it 2 hours in.
Yeah, no. Haley didn't.
That's a reward. It's time for the viewing, people.
Oh, okay.
It's time for
Here,
the
let me-
motherfucking viewing. Send them your energy, people. It's like a Goku spirit bomb. What you feeling?
I'm feeling. Ooh, it's something a little cooler. I'm thinking.
Cooler.
Yeah.
Some jazz.
Yeah. Ooh. Blue. Hopefully we're blue now.
We're so blue.
I want you to just have a blue screen.
Look how blue it is, guys. You seen something bluer than that?
I have.
I doubt it.
Anyway.
I doubt it.
Yeah. I'm getting a blue for this.
A blue aura.
A blue aura. The journey to the end of the universe can be a long and perilous one. Out in space, there's a lot more nothing than there is something. Sometimes, in one's ever-longing search, they may come across a bizarre building of sorts. On the outside, it appears as a perfect cube, decorated with 8 perfectly spaced windows, and a set of French doors between 2 of them on what is presumably the front. At all available apertures, a myriad of magnificent colors cascades, creating a characteristic candle in the darkness. Upon entry, the overwhelming light seems to dim, and the only employee bellows a welcoming chime. The room seems impossibly big than seen from the outside. 10 teak tree tables take up most of the space, several sitting sophisticatedly superior to the others. Only a few are full, while the others sit partially populated. A single sterling soul sits solemnly at one, his form hulking and heroic, decorated in leather armor with a single golden tiger head hook at his side. He looks off out a window. There's an emotion I'm getting here. He's confused. He's longing for something. I can't quite place it. Another table sits full, 3 couples adding ambient chatter to the establishment. On one of the risen tables sits 4 dim masculine figures. They're laughing and telling jokes from their past lives. There's a lot of emotion with them too. I feel something from all of them. There's a sense of peace, maybe some happiness here, but behind it all, there's a deep-rooted sadness that's creeping in. I can tell. Past all of the commotion sits a U-shaped bar with openings on opposite sides. Besides each bar entrance sits a set of stairs that presumably proceeds upward. At the bar, the source of a greeting stands on a chair, her hair deep brown covering her whole body, save for the 2 massive shining eyes sitting just below a diamond blue sea, only parted by a black stream with a salmon delta. Her monkey feet hold her to the chair while she uses what free time she has to type whatever she can muster on her typewriter.
What the
And thank you.
fuck was that?
What do you mean?
What the fuck was that?
I don't know.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You're the writer.
No, I'm the viewer
You're the
again.
viewer. You're the viewer.
I can try to interpret it for you.
Oh, what do you want to talk about? What do you want?
I wanted to do alliteration. I spent so long finding words.
I mean, I can tell.
I really love at all available apertures a myriad of magnificent colors cascades creating a characteristic candle.
Yeah, that was insane.
In the darkness.
Like, I have to say, I fucking love this. I love this type of fucking lingo and speak.
Yeah.
And type of direction of, like... It's honestly why I was fascinated while learning about the Book of Enoch, is because the way the way those texts are written, it's like I'm discovering Dark Souls lore.
Okay.
It's like I get the same vibe.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
It's like I'm piecing shit together, since it's not like in the way we communicate information now in our society. It means the same thing, just in a very different way, and you just have to you have to actually read it to. You can't just skim through it.
Yeah.
You have to really participate in
to understand
what is happening.
Yeah.
And
I think that's why Newman likes the books he likes.
Yeah.
Well, because I don't really want to get to this on the podcast.
What is it like?
But like
is it the reason anyone likes books?
Well, I don't know. I guess it depends on what book you're reading and what the context of it is and what you're looking for. It varies on person to person.
Because I mean, that type of storytelling in written form is what hooks me.
Yeah.
It's when I played Alan Wake.
Where you have to be actively engaged to understand.
Or it's so inventive with it isn't just
with its language.
Yeah, it isn't just giving the facts. It's not just giving the story. It's to me what it means to truly be a great film. It's like when you go one step beyond. It's like, sure, you can tell a story with a film, but when you use the medium to its full advantage, it's like when you start to tell movies through visual storytelling. It's when you go, we could say this. We could say it. We could do this. We could show this information in an easy way, in a way everyone's going to understand. But what if we get creative with it?
Yeah.
What if we start looking for the more interesting ways to tell that story? And that's what this stuff feels like to me. Yeah. Yeah, because I think this is gonna be hit or miss with people. If we somehow have a fan base and there's
gonna be a split on this one for sure.
I think so, because I think the amount of creative language you use to some could come off as annoying.
Oh yeah.
And pretentious.
Yeah.
And
I just want to do alliteration.
Yes, I really like it.
I love it.
And maybe I'm just a little pretentious also, and maybe we have to hone that in. And
nah, this is fun, and that's what it is.
That's the thing. I really like it because I'm so I kind of wish Haley was here now, because
I think she would have enjoyed those sentences.
I don't
know.
Well, I was also paying attention to every fucking word you were saying.
Yeah?
Yeah, I was honed in because I knew you weren't going to give me the facts. You weren't going to completely, you weren't going to spell it out. And I appreciate writers who respect their audience so much. And it's not telling stories on easy mode, without a doubt.
What about my story makes you feel that way? Just the language I use?
It's the language. I think about what was so I mentioned Alan Wake. What was funny to me was that there are characters in the game who criticize Alan Wake's writing style by going you use a bit too metaphors, man.
Oh, okay.
And I understand that's how some people just think about it.
Yeah.
They're just this is fucking
This is
annoying.
needlessly added.
It's needlessly complex.
Yeah.
It doesn't need to be this complex. Why you're just trying to be an artiste.
Well, I mean, it's art.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's interesting to me. I want you to know the 10 teak tree tables take, the 10 teak tree tables take, whatever it is, teak tree tables take. I had to look up tea woods that start with T. And one of them, which is a hardwood, was a teak tree. And then I looked up what teak trees look like because I was just curious. Okay. And
that's what they look like.
And the first thing I got, well, actually, please show this instead.
Okay.
Was teak trees from old school RuneScape. And it was what is it? Old school OSRS, which is the abbreviation for it. And that's what came up to my auto-populate in my search bar, and I must have clicked on it. So I immediately got all these pictures of old school RuneScape trees.
Jesus Christ. How did that fuck up your algorithm?
Dude, my work algorithm is so fucking weird because I have to straddle the line of maybe I don't want my work to see what I'm looking up right now.
Yeah.
And where do I say, fuck it?
I mean, I'm just thinking like, cause I get like, I wonder how YouTube Shorts works. Because like, I will just watch like one YouTube short about like something I'm not even that interested in, or it's like something like off a nerd branch that like I'm not really into, but I'm kind of like, the recent one is X-Men. Like I watched like one X-Men clip, and then it's just continuing to give me X-Men stuff.
Yeah.
And it's not even just clips; it's literally like videos also. And I just go like, man, YouTube's algorithm, what the fuck are you like? You're pulling some crazy shit.
Yeah? Like, you think they're taking too many big leaps?
Well, no, I think it's smart.
Yeah?
I think it's very
okay.
fucking
I just
smart.
didn't know if you meant it was like accurately predictive. You made it sound like it was just like they
Well,
take something
it
and run with
feels like
it.
it is. Like if I click on one thing, and just out of curiosity, I'm like, I'm gonna get so many more of these because of it, and I understand that risk, but it's just so odd. And it sounds weird to say it as call it as a risk.
Yeah, yeah. That it's gonna like.
But like as I'm just like scrolling, I'm just like I just get like this shit of like, why is this even on here? I'm not nearly interested in this. Like, get the fuck out of here.
I don't care.
Yeah, what do you want to talk about?
Earlier I said I had to pivot.
Yes.
So, with the story, I was going to focus more on the last introduced character.
The woman?
Yeah.
Did you say she had monkey feet?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know if I got that right.
She's a monkey.
She is a monkey.
Yeah.
Riding?
Well, I guess it's the setting in general that was gonna kind of revolve around the character
Of the monkey?
Yeah.
Is the monkey not a human?
Well, Gavin, I'm
Yes.
glad that you asked.
Yes. I this is what I thought. I
Because-
thought that was the point of calling her a monkey.
Well,
And it was
I don't know
interesting.
what I can and can't say.
Well,
Hold
it was
on.
interesting you said it that because, well, what I wanted to ask you is, did you write? How did you write this? Did you write this as you going completely third person and you as like the viewer seeing the scene, or is this from someone else's perspective? Like, is this?
I think
is
this is-
first person.
I don't know how to explain it. It's like it'd be like third person, like if you're thinking, oh shit, what was it? It'd be like third person, but from one person's point of view. I can't remember what it's called, because there's like third person omniscient, which is a tense where
yeah.
all everybody's being revealed like what they're thinking, and there's third person, whatever word I can't think of right
I
now.
don't say personal, but like.
So maybe
It's something along
yeah,
that line,
yeah.
where you're connected to one.
To one individual. That's how I kind of see this. Because
I like that more.
Yeah.
I like that type of third person more.
and I'm sure you do. But like that's kind of like as someone would walk in, this is what they would see.
Yes.
Yeah. That's
so this is third person.
yeah.
It's not you.
It's
seeing
no
this.
yeah, no.
Because I saw it like.
Well-
I do kind of want to go through this again because again I was like so much was happening and this is a big leap for your storytelling and I really like it.
That's interesting to say. Thank you.
I think it is like with your writing style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if I don't know if I'm going to keep like
That's fine. It's fine if this is
yeah.
if this is experimentation.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like,
In general.
I was hooked from the start. I remember last time with the
I
whale,
was okay.
with the whale one. We talked about like hooking.
Mhm.
Like, you hooked me from the start.
Well, and that's the thing. I was not sure about this.
Yeah.
I was not sure about adding like the journey to the end of the universe can be a long and perilous one like that.
I like that a lot.
Out in space, there's a lot more nothing than there is something.
And
sometimes.
is this thought coming from some other character?
See,
Divulge
this
how much you ever want to. Again, I'm just the interviewer. At this point.
in my eyes, like as I was writing, this is just
that
pretext
something-
to the story. This is just like what I want you to be thinking about as I come into this thought. of this of if there's like, and a lot of it does relate to our cult because it's a viewing, and I think like the journey to the end of the universe, because that's what our goal is, that's what we're trying to reach, it can be long, can be short, it can be long, and it can be perilous. It can also be very easy.
Okay. Well, I think this is now fascinating to me. This is now fascinating.
Mm-hmm.
Because that sentence there kind of implied to me that we were getting this viewing from a character.
Yeah.
But I also, as you were reading your story, I kind of realized it could also be interpreted as like if you were just playing your character. If you were getting the viewing and you could just see at some point and you're looking around you and just describing the environment.
And I guess more what it is, because I never imagined this as the. I mean, it's weird because I never imagined it as like someone's point of view, as a character's point of view.
Okay.
But it most certainly is.
Well, the header then, the hook.
Mm-hmm.
What was your intention behind that?
Well, I was just like, I need to establish some things.
Okay. And
so I did it.
Well, okay. So like, because that makes me go like, well, that's you saying that?
Yeah.
That's you as the viewer saying that. As you as Kaim and Shaka.
Yeah.
And the rest is looked at through the character's eyes. And it almost feels detached. And I realize is what I'm kind of realizing is that like, I think, and this is I think this is truly the hardest aspect of fucking storytelling.
Yeah.
And when we were, I know I can't talk about a lot, but when we're writing the story we're writing.
Yeah.
This is the stuff I think about the most.
Okay.
And how to do this effectively, because I think it's what makes good stories go to great stories.
All right.
Is that right there is a theme. And we can't say that. The stories have to be about that.
Okay.
Like, because in the end, read it again.
From the beginning?
Yeah.
The journey to the end of the universe can be a long and perilous one. Out in space, there's a lot more nothing than there is something. Sometimes in one's ever-longing search, they may come across a bizarre building of sorts, which is where I go into the actual.
Yes, and there could be so many themes in all of your storytelling and on this podcast, but this could be one of them that connects a lot of all the stories.
Yeah.
It's a big central theme. And you were like, well,
it's
I kind
of...
of...
because this is like a big central area for a lot of... hypothetically.
And to come out... Like, just how I was like, I fucking love this story. Because it's making me think now. And make me think a lot.
Glad.
Yeah. This is art. Fuck. Hell yeah. I hope you motherfuckers are getting inspired by this. If you're a writer out there.
Hopefully something I say at some point inspires something.
But
have a lot of ideas.
Just how I was talking about how like I think like your writing is getting a lot better and so much more descriptive. And it isn't getting to that point where you're saying what's happening anymore. You're showing it. And we had to talk about more about that. That's fine.
With the one character, I really wanted to more like show than say, but the way I frame the story in my head as a place of my overarching plan, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. Like, this is fine for what it became. I would have loved to expand a little more, but I didn't use my 2 weeks. To be honest with you, didn't.
We can't blatantly say that first line. Like, again,
and
I want these stories to be fucking great.
And you know, Gavin, that was the thing. That's why at the beginning of when I started, I was unsure about this because I didn't have the time to think about like how I'd want to rewrite any of what was said there. So I just left it in.
That's fine.
Well, I'm just saying.
I want you to read these how you wrote them.
Yeah.
This isn't just about like adding to our stories. This is about like the journey of a writer, in my eyes.
Yeah, that's wild. That's weird to think about.
I want to record this process of getting better at writing and what it's like. I don't think this is going to be perfect, but eventually, if we get to a point where we're actually writing a story and we're going to film it and make it,
yeah,
this is the journey of that. And like, I think that the thing is, I think that first line can be said. It's the fact that it's both first person and third person. We're mixing them.
So you think it's the concept? It's the context of who's saying it.
Exactly.
Like I can't say it.
What I'm thinking of, and what I've based so much of what I love about my storytelling off of, is the movie that kind of like pushed my passion up was No Country for Old Men.
Yeah.
And No Country for Old Men basically does this. It has like the central character of all the themes in the movie give a narration about like some stories in his life, and it's all thematically tied into what all the central themes are in the movie. And it basically does say this is the theme. Once you rewatch the movie, it's blatant. It catches you off guard. You don't know what the story is going to be initially, so it just comes to you off as a narration. But it's so dense, that one narration so densely compact and sets up the rest of the story, that it's very effective. But
it's like the one in the beginning of Across the Spider-Verse.
I don't remember that one.
I've watched it so much.
It's a fucking amazing movie.
I love that movie.
I cried the first time I watched that. During that vulture fight.
Yeah?
I was like, this is perfect.
That's wild.
I got to watch that movie, like, I went to work. They had too many people scheduled, so I got to leave. I had my new nunchucks, and I was gonna go watch Spider-Verse. I was so fucking happy.
That's wild.
Like, this is a great day.
Yeah.
Played Mario Wonder a little bit, I think, at Target.
That's fucking sick.
And that movie was incredible.
Yeah. Dude, I fucking love that movie. No, she does an opening narration very similar, though, where she talks about kind of the events. Not the events, but she references, like, what happens in the movie. She's like, I never wanted to hurt him, or something.
And then eventually
or like, and then they show the scene stuff throughout the movie, what happens. Like, you know, they do the little flashes at the beginning when she's doing her...
Yeah, when she's, like, drumming?
Yeah.
And then when she's, like, walking...
Yeah, and, like, one of them is, like when he, like, pulls away from her with the web.
It is. I don't remember that. I saw the movie once.
Again, I've seen the movie so many times.
This movie is fucking genius. Dude, that could seriously be one of the best trilogies of all goddamn time. I was gonna buy both physical copies of the movie, and then I was like, the third one's coming out this year. I'll just buy it when it comes out on all three. Oh my god, dude! Like, what I was just talking about how like telling stories inventively, not the easy way out. Dude, that first Gwen scene, all the transitions it uses through animation. Like, it's genius.
The way the colors move, like,
oh my god, dude. It says so much. And that's the first 10 minutes. And while I'm seeing this movie, I'm thinking about cartoons were like 1 minute long things.
Yeah.
And the fact we're here now. Mm-hmm. The fact we're here. So many colors, so many interesting ways to transition from scene to scene. To tell your story effectively. That's so much in the movie.
Well, and I mean, and everybody knows trivia about Spider-Verse who's like seen the movie, and the biggest thing that they talk about is like the whole point of Miles is that he's animated on twos. Right? Like that's exactly what you're saying. Like it's down it's down to the basic animation that he's different.
And how Spider-Punk is animated on different frame rate because he's a fucking rebel.
Yeah, that's fucking wild.
That's incredible storytelling. And I think we can fucking get there. I hope we can fucking get there.
Pretentious fucks.
God damn. Could you imagine if we did it, though?
Yeah, it'd be wild.
If we made our story.
That'd be awesome, dude.
Do you know how much I think about this story? It's like daily at this point.
Yeah?
Oh.
You writing on your journal? Just ideas.
I don't want to do it without you.
I know.
That's the thing.
I know.
And I kind of do want to focus on it more.
We need to figure something out.
I know. I want to film fight scenes too. It would just be cool to film like.
You have a fly on your thumb.
Hey, buddy. See how fucking blessed we are? One with nature, bitch. If you're not following our cult by now, I don't know what the fuck. But yeah, like, I really want to tell that story. I think we can do it very well. And I think we can make a kick-ass action movie.
I love the idea.
Yeah. And this is the preparation.
Yeah. Got our fucking green screen.
Shoo, shoo, yeah.
But yes, like, it's the fact that I think that
Well,
that can work. It was the fact that it felt like you were saying it.
Another weird thing, I guess, is like I don't ever imagine. Listen, and I'll give you a little more of a peek behind the scenes than they'll get, because hold on, that's how I denote me is these right there in my story. Like that's the only time like me actually comes through, because I have to convey that these
you're a viewer.
Yeah. So I don't think about this as words I'm saying.
I know.
I know that's
you didn't.
and I know that's what it is, kind of, because it's hard to explain what tense this is in.
Yeah, I understand you didn't mean it as that, but like it was just like this thing. You were writing naturally.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It was just coming to you. But,
No,
like,
no, this is.
I want to analyze storytelling.
Oh yeah,
so,
yeah.
So we get better at it. And you even doing this is I'm getting better at it too because I'm realizing it.
Oh yeah.
I'm going, oh fuck, like this is what makes great stories.
This is my first draft, like all of the other ones. Well, not all of the other ones technically.
I like that aspect.
But yeah, that's what you get. My first draft. Before
In the preparation.
Well, not first draft. I do clean it up a little bit.
Yeah.
I add fancy language. Like when I describe this woman, this monkey's face.
What else do you want to talk about with your story?
I had to pivot.
Yes.
I had to pivot because again, I was gonna, and I really kind of thought about more about this. Like this is like an establishing shot.
Yes.
Essentially,
yes,
right?
It is.
Very much so. And you see some characters, and I was really, like I said, I was gonna start. I don't name it in the story, and I kind of want to leave it that way.
Mm-hmm.
But this place has one employee. That's who I was gonna talk about. They're talked about in the story. I
cannot. It's okay to not read it again because I'm honestly excited to watch this part back while editing. Because I was having these like revelations in my head about like, oh my god, like this is fascinating. So I was trying to pay attention and go through that at the same time. I mean, so I was losing some stuff.
I was gonna say I can read some part. I mean, we usually go back through it a few times.
You're right. I'm just concerned about the viewer at this point.
Yeah. No, I mean they have been here a while.
It's a podcast.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we can just talk about each table. Only a few are full, while others are partly populated. A single sterling soul sits solemnly at one, his form hulking and heroic, decorated in leather armor with a single golden tiger hook at his side.
I missed this.
Yeah?
Definitely missed this.
I was really happy that I found golden tiger head hook. That's what it's called.
Yeah.
The golden tiger head hook. You know what a tiger head hook is? It's just like a hook sword. So you know what the hook sword is? It's a Chinese blade. It originates from China.
Maybe not.
It's in the game For Honor. It's the one character the sword looks like this, and then there's like a handle, and there's like a cover for the handle, and it comes up.
I cannot.
No?
I cannot think of this.
If you had a pen, I'd draw it on the paper for you. But there's a pencil there. But that's not important. But it's like a hook blade, like a hook sword.
Okay, maybe I am kind of seeing it. Okay.
And dude, and I fucking love them because in like For Honor, which is a game that I clung to for a long time.
What clan is she in?
The light blue one. Because there's 5 now. And there was the 4th one that she was a part of. So it's not the samurai or...
Wait, it's the newest one?
No, it's the 4th one. It was before the newest one. So
Mongols?
it's not... Yeah, I
I
don't...
thought they were purple.
Are they purple?
I thought they were.
I don't know. I should. I don't know.
Yeah,
I have like 2 reps on Nusha too. Like I don't...
It's the guy with the sword. Goes like this.
And then there's like the monk guy.
Monk. Big guy with beard.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
these are the Mongols.
Yeah, okay.
So I think I do know what we're talking about.
I just didn't know if they were called Mongols or not.
I think they're the Mongols. I think that. I mean, I look at the armor on the guys and I go like, "This is Ghost of Tsushima, like Mongol enemy armor."
But yeah, she has like the hook blades, and she does this really cool thing where she interlocks them and swings them around.
That's what I thought of, and that's what made me go, "Oh, I know what this is."
Yeah, it's really fucking cool. Anyway, he has one of them, but hulking and heroic. Now I was doing the alliteration theme, so I gave myself peace on it. But I really wanted to kind of describe this guy.
Why didn't you?
Well, A, time.
Okay.
B, like I said, I gave myself peace with the alliteration. Because that's what I was focusing on with a lot of the story, if it was unclear somehow.
And is that because you just wanted to test yourself as a writer, or is it like important to the context of the story? Is it important for the character's perspective we're in?
That it's
that it's through alliteration, or is this just something you wanted to do?
Again, it's hard because there's not, again, this is more third person. There's not like a character that we're following, even though that would make sense. Like,
yeah,
it's like as if you were walking into the whatever this is, like whatever this.
You're walking in.
Yeah, that's like kind of like just the perspective, not given as if there's an actual character who's walking in.
Yeah, it's as you said, establishing shot.
Yeah, like I said, it's like an establishing shot. So
we're not looking at it through the eyes of someone. It is foreign to us.
Yeah,
it's just this completely foreign thing. We don't know anything about it. It's an establishing shot to show us like what kind of setting this is and what setting it is.
Yeah, so it's not like particularly important for the like for the shot, you know what I mean? For the story, it's not important that it's alliteration. I just kind of wanted to test myself. I thought it was really fun.
Great.
And maybe it'll become a theme for the aura. I don't know.
Oh, so there was a reason.
Maybe. I don't know. That'd be interesting. Maybe that will be. I don't know. Anyway, I'll talk to you about that singly.
Okay.
Okay. But yeah, I wanted to go more in on that guy because, like, hulking and heroic, I could very much have burst onto various details about how his body's shaped and making, similes and metaphors about that. I don't know how I would have went in heroic. I probably would have used a different adjective, given I wasn't doing the alliteration.
Okay.
I don't like the idea of, like, being like, oh yeah, he looked heroic, because the term hero typically has a good, like, a positive annotation.
Okay.
And these are supposed to be very, well, these are my interpretation. These aren't, I think the universe is, well, I don't know how much we can say, but these are my interpretation of the events that happen here. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
I like that you're biting your tongue.
Yeah.
I do.
Also, he looks off the window, and then I give the emotions, which I think is great as an establishing shot, because you kind of get some insight into this character, whom we may never see again. We get some insight to him, which means that there's strong enough emotion coming out to me,
That's true.
Another table sits full with 3 couples, adding ambient chatter to the establishment. I just like that detail. Why? Well, because I don't like only pointing out things that are important.
Okay.
Because I want to point out those things that are important, but I don't want it to be so obvious to the viewer that those things are important because I'm pointing them out.
I like that a lot.
So the fact that there's couples here, also from a writing perspective, we've already explored how couples feel, so there's no reason to actually go into how they feel. There's no reason for me to be like, and there's a sense of happiness. Well, no shit, we've seen that already.
Yeah.
So
I wasn't even thinking about that. Fuck, dude. See, this is good.
So
the fact you were thinking about that was I didn't even think about that as a motif.
Yeah.
That couples were even there. That's very nice.
But then there also adds something to the environment where it's like, yeah, there's noise. There's 3 couples chattering at a table.
Fuck, that's good.
Thanks.
God damn it. See, that's the shit I'm talking about.
I also, when it came to the tables, I just wanted more alliteration, which is why some of them sit superior, sophisticatedly superior. Because I also want to describe the room, and I was like, that's something that can add, like, different differentials, I guess.
It's your way of expanding on the setting?
Yeah, that, and also not just saying tables a lot.
Okay.
Because, I mean, I do, but like...
Read the line again?
Hold on. Maybe that's not what I was trying to do. There was a reason that I made them... I guess it was just to build out the setting. I thought there was something else, but I think I'm misremembering it with another detail. Anyway, one of the risen tables holds 4 dim masculine figures. They're laughing and telling jokes from their past lives.
Okay.
That's all I'm going to say about them.
Read it again. I want to hear it again.
Another table... Nope. One of the risen tables holds 4 dim masculine figures. They're laughing and telling jokes from their past lives. I also noted that there was a feeling of happiness and some slight feeling of peace, but it was all behind, or all over top of a deep sadness.
Oh my god.
And, yeah, that one could just sit there. I'm not talking about that one.
I like that. That's a good.
There's a lot said in that one.
Yeah, that's a really good way of you becoming the character of the viewer.
Yeah.
That's not just a story. That's you taking advantage of the fact that you can tell the story through another lens.
Yeah.
That's a very effective use of it.
Because
you do say a lot with that.
So much. And then I didn't really know. I'm not gonna lie. At this point, I started running low on time. It was probably like just before an hour to close, and I was like, I need to get something down.
Did you write this today? Holy shit! I'm impressed.
It was like, I think I started the first like few sentences yesterday. And then I think today I started on the outside it appears as a perfect cube.
Wow. Holy shit.
Past all of the commotions is a U-shaped bar with openings on opposite sides. I was going to say obliques on opposite obliques. But
why?
Well, because it's alliteration, but that doesn't actually perfectly illustrate what I was trying to do. Like the picture I was trying to paint. So I decided against it and I went with sides. just a little, just so you guys know.
I like that.
Another thing I was going to try to do with this was like every other sentence have alliteration. But again, like my ideas came too late and it fucked me over. Procrastination, dude, it sucks. This could have been
discipline.
This could have been a little. It probably would have been a little different. That's all I'll say.
I'm sure it would have.
Pretty different.
Wrote this in a day.
So I'm painting this because I also wanted to draw back attention to that. It looks bigger on the inside. So there's 10 tables, and past those 10 tables is a bar, and on both sides of the bar is stairs.
Okay.
And there's only 8 windows on this bitch.
Say it again.
So, we talk about all these people, right? There's 10 tables, whatever.
People are sitting there.
And then, past all of the commotion, sits a U-shaped bar with openings on opposite sides. Besides each bar entrance, sits a set of stairs that presumably proceeds upward. At the bar, there was not even have to continue from there. From there, that establishes how big this place is.
How? I don't think I'm grasping it.
I guess in my head I have a very a very specific picture of like this perfect cube structure with 8 windows perfectly spaced and between 2, so it's big enough where you can fit 2 doors because that's what French doors are, opening doors.
Okay.
Between 2 of them, but still like I don't imagine a large building in my head for some reason. It's just like a building in space. It's like almost imperceptible.
This is a building in space.
That's kind of what it's set up to be, yeah.
Okay.
A bizarre building is the direct quote.
In space.
And then like you walk in, and
it's like a TARDIS.
And it's also like shining light. That's what
shining light.
That's what the first.
I thought it was on a planet.
No.
It's in space.
Yeah. There's nothing like that said it's on a planet.
I know.
I understand.
Because I kind of just thought we were on a planet, and this was just like a shop there or something. But no, this is in space.
I imagine this fully in space.
Okay, that's fucking fascinating.
Well, I guess you also missed the. When I say, where is it? Well, actually, Gavin, I feel like you missed a few details then, because when I say a single sterling soul, I mean literally a soul. It's
a soul.
Yeah. It's
a soul. Okay.
Yeah, this is a soul.
This is a literal soul. I did take that as metaphor.
I understand. No, he's literally a soul.
He's literally a soul.
That's also why I say his form.
His form.
I don't think we've talked about that on here.
I'm also taking that as metaphor also. I think I took a lot of this as metaphor.
Maybe that's why you like it so much.
Maybe, but it's a soul.
Yeah, no, this is a soul.
I guess I was perceiving since I thought this was through the eyes of a character that they
This is like their thought process?
This is their thought process, and it doesn't make sense
Gavin,
to us.
I'm so sorry.
It doesn't make sense to us, and this is how they communicate it. I'm just thinking about how we see it.
Yeah.
That's not what was happening.
Not really.
Okay.
Probably takes a lot of weight for you.
No, it doesn't.
It's okay.
I'm trying to understand, and I want to analyze that and go, why did I even think that? And I wonder if it is because of the first line, how we talked about that.
Yeah, I mean, maybe. I mean, also, you got to think about this in the context of the cult. Like.
Okay.
Oh. Yeah, because, like. This is a story of what our perceived afterlife is.
Okay.
This is what this is about.
Okay.
So this establishes things.
Okay. I'm gonna have so much fun editing this.
That's what I mean, like.
Because now when I listen to that again, I will have a completely different.
Yeah.
Feeling. So different.
Yeah.
But I love that. I fucking love that.
It's literally a single soul. His form's very. I use the words his form very specifically.
Yeah.
And then I also don't really, like when I understand why. I can understand why you had that perception now. Like very because also.
How do you understand it? Because I want to get to the root of it. I want to identify it.
And I guess it helps that I have a little more knowledge than everybody else. But also like one of the risen tables holds 4 dim masculine figures. Masculine figures.
Yeah, I took that as a group.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought this person could just like sense their energy.
Yeah. But they're not like.
Yeah, I thought they were like humans.
Exactly. That's never said.
Yeah. But I'm just thinking about like us.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
right
yeah,
now.
yeah. If we were to think about it like in the eyes, yeah, this is in the eyes of our afterlife, Gavin. These are souls.
Yeah. So
These are-
it's not like us, like if a soul just like was here and was looking at us and we couldn't sense it, but they were just looking at us and seeing whatever it sees. I thought it could like sense like our energy in that scenario. That's what I was like imagining. I was imagining like this is something that's like,
yeah, but the soul's not seeing humans, Gavin. It's other souls.
I know, I thought it was metaphor.
No, no. This is literally through the eyes of our cult. This is exo facto fucking death, dude. I don't know.
This is my like skeptic coming out. Oh.
Post mortem. I gotta read stories about that.
No,
sometimes.
I know you're right.
I know.
No, I know. I don't think this is a problem with you. I'm just fascinated. I'm fascinated what like the way I perceive the story.
Yeah. No, this is much more literal. I write very literally, Gavin. I'm not there yet. I'm working on it.
I mean, that just makes you think about how I like look at all religion now. Because I'm just going like, this is a metaphor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. Fuck, it's late.
It's late.
Yeah.
Do you have work tomorrow?
Yeah.
Oh, how much sleep are you gonna get?
Enough. Yeah, this is enough.
Okay.
It'll be fine. I usually leave it this time.
How much more do you have?
Um.
I know we are running long, but I'm just enjoying this at this point.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
wanna keep you.
I don't know. I guess I just wanted to kind of like with that point where it all started was how large this building was, because I assume it is just a building in space where our souls are traveling,
Oh my god, I love that.
and through it, I really love at all available apertures a myriad of magnificent colors cascades, creating a characteristic candle.
God, okay, this is so much more interesting now. God.
You're just cycling, dude. You're just like,
I am.
wow, huh? Wow, huh? Wow.
Because I was trying to think of what is that,
Yeah.
but it's not. You just literally created this like image that I have to try and comprehend in my head.
Yeah.
And it's really badass.
It's a perfect cube with 8 perfectly spaced windows with a set of double doors between 2 of them. And at every available aperture, fuck. A myriad of magnificent colors cascades, creating a characteristic candle in the darkness. That is figurative language. Yeah, that's.
There's not an actual candle.
No.
Okay.
What I'm saying is it.
For a second, I thought there was, and I was like,
It brings a sense of familiarity with what it looks like, because presumably it does look like just some place that you'd find on like a strip or some like shop or something you'd find.
But you're comparing it. You're using the metaphor of the candle
as that sense of familiarity.
as like a candle in a like the light in like a sea of darkness.
Yeah, because
makes
these
you
are
feel
lost souls.
safe.
These are souls who are like traveling. That makes them feel safe. That is perfect to say, Kevin.
That's the idea.
Yeah.
Because naturally, instinctually, we're afraid of the dark, and so if you're just in a dark room and you see a candle light up, you're gonna go towards it.
Yeah.
You feel
And
safe.
it feels familiar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's such a beautiful metaphor. It's so beautiful.
I wasn't thinking that deeply when I wrote
I
it.
know,
I'm so
but
sorry.
isn't that the beauty of
it makes me feel like I'm not appreciating art. Like I don't.
No, that came naturally. It's great.
Yeah, I was just trying to build how big this thing is. That's just kind of how impossibly big it is on the inside. That's why part of it's bizarre. The fact that it's a building floating in space is pretty bizarre, but also it's an impossible building with crazy lights coming out of it.
Oh, I love this shit. I love this.
That gives a sense of familiarity to all who find it. You know, like it's.
I love this story. I fucking love this story. I think this is actually like, oh my god, dude. This is what I was waiting for.
Yeah.
When we thought of the idea of the podcast, I was like, Kyan's gonna get to the point where I am like hooked.
Well, I'm glad you're hooked. I hope you are too. I know the thirst trap left, but we're still here.
I just feel like this feels like this feels like I'm reading Dark Souls lore.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I love that.
I'm glad I can like
fucking love
instill that in people.
It feels like
Even if it's just one.
It feels like I don't know enough, but I don't know enough. But there's obviously an order here, and I'm just getting a glimpse into it. And as time goes on, I will learn to understand more. And I'm just very happy to be in this moment right now of going like, I like that I don't know.
Yeah.
I like that it's a mystery, because now I can just speculate.
And then I guess the last thing I got to go over here is at the bar, the source of the greeting stand, because I wanted to reference the greeting as well. That's where I was getting. Also, was I very kind of brush over that it's a bizarre building that appears like and I touch on it again where it's like it seems bigger than it is on the outside. That can be seen on the outside, and then I come back at the end and I'm like explaining that like there's more to this building that we haven't seen when we just like went through the rest of the story talking about all the shit that is in here, these people, these 10 tables, like this bar, and then there's stairs. Where do the stairs go? Then I get to the source of the bar, of course. I referenced the greeting again because I wanted to bring that back. Also, it was the best way to introduce this character.
Uh-huh.
And then, I talk about her deep brown hair covering all of her body. Save for her face were two massive... I like the idea that her eyes are silver, so I just decided to put that in there. I think that's a cool character trait. Silver shining eyes above a diamond blue sea only... And this is the part I thought about when I wrote this. Only parted by the black stream with a salmon delta.
What the fuck?
So a delta is like where like a stream like opens into an ocean. So there's a blue... a diamond blue sea, yes, only parted by a black stream with a salmon delta, which is what the mandrill's face looks like. I based it off of Mandrill, the monkey.
What's the mandrill monkey?
It's the one with the blue face and it separates, and then there's like a...
I'm gonna look it up now.
And you're gonna see exactly what I mean, hopefully.
Oh my god, dude. This is... I fucking love this.
And then just to actually...
What is it called?
A mandrill. Mandrill. L? 2 L's. Mandrill.
Say it again.
Mandrill?
No, read the sentence.
All right. I'll just... Well, yeah.
Two silver eyes?
Two massive silver shining eyes above a diamond blue sea, only parted by a black stream with a salmon delta.
Shut the fuck up. That's incredible. Fucking hell.
Thanks.
And all that vocabulary, literally all of it refers to like how like something like a passage of water opens up into the sea.
Oh yeah, it all refers to like water. Yeah.
Oh my fucking god.
Yeah, I was in a rush writing that, but what came to my mind?
I can't believe that.
What came to my mind was only parted by because I saw it. I was like only parted by a black stream with a salmon delta, because I was like black, pink. It opens up.
Fucking hell, dude.
And then I was like, well, what diamond blue? Sure, they'll know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Her monkey, and I didn't want it to make it clear it was a monkey, because the idea of everything having a solid human-looking physical form, I'm going to tell you right now,
isn't going to happen. I love that.
I do too. Creativity. Which also, I think, if you put that idea into your head and you imagine this hulking, heroic figure and how literally...
And it looks like a monkey?
No. This is the other character.
Okay.
Like one of the other characters that was at a table. And you think about how like actually big he can be. Because they're not. It's not limited by a human body. You're not just a human. This is like a hulking, heroic figure.
Okay.
With a fucking hook sword on his side. Like, just one. I don't know why.
How big is he?
That's the thing. He could be as big as you want him to be. He's not limited by the size of a human, is what I'm saying. Like how actually big this being could be.
But is he right now? Like, is there a definitive like measure you could give him?
No. I refuse.
But like, so is he formless?
Okay. No.
Okay. Like I'm saying, is he like 6 foot?
Sure. Like I don't.
Like
he could look like Donkey Kong, is what I'm saying. Like
what do you see when you describe him?
what do I see?
Yeah.
I see. I see a very. A slightly taller kingpin.
So he has a height.
Like an elongated abdomen. Like he's not as square. He's more of like a letter T.
Okay.
Not like
Like a Conan type?
yeah, but like just larger.
How large are we talking though?
I mean like the size of the Hulk large.
Okay. I'm wondering if it's like skyscraper level or like
He's in a building. You know.
I know, and that's what I'm trying to grasp at.
Yeah,
is
yeah.
because you say he's however big he wants it to be,
Mm.
but then he is in a building, so it's like he must be smaller than the building, right?
Maybe. I don't know.
What?
We'll explore that more. Maybe.
Okay.
That's what I'll say for now. Yeah. But I did want to make it. I guess going back to the mandrill. I did want to make it clear that she was in fact a monkey, which is why. And I want you to also know that I wrote this last sentence in desperation because we started closing my work, and it was like 20 minutes after we usually start closing. So I was trying to get this all typed up and like ready enough to come here and printed, because if I didn't print it, there was no hope. I have no access to things I write outside of the place I work. So it was in a rush. Oh yes, anyway.
You wrote in haste.
Yeah, I was in a haste, so I was like, I think this is good.
Yeah.
So I wrote the line, her monkey feet hold her to the chair while she uses her I reworded it. While she uses what free time she has to type whatever she can muster on her typewriter.
When you read that, I was like, am I seriously, like, is this seriously what I think it is?
And that's it. That's my story.
Only the real ones know. Only
And
the
that
real
they do.
ones know. Only the real ones know.
Yeah. I had to like find a good way to like bookend it, and I didn't think just describing her face was good enough.
Really? Oh my god, you fucking set me on my ass with that metaphor. Are you kidding me? I'm so glad you put the other part though.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it really sucks that I really did think Haley would enjoy the story.
That was, now that I just think about it, that last sentence is also kind of what I was talking about with the first one. Is that metaphor describing the monkey so goddamn good, and it's so subtle, but it's also there, and if you know it, you fucking know it.
Yeah.
It's there. But, so you didn't have to say monkey.
Man.
You didn't have to say that.
Yeah, I know, but
You
like
just left that
I
there
did
for people to find out, and I know no one would have. But I mean, even just talking about it, like doing this right now, I want this to be the process of writing.
Well, and
opening that.
what it is for me is like This is weird because it is the process of writing, so we do have to break down everything for each other,
Yeah.
or as much as I can
We
without
can.
continuing.
Yeah.
And then have another people in the room
Yeah.
who can't know everything.
Yeah.
Because if this is something we were writing, I would have left it at that. I wouldn't write monkey feet. You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't have done that. But I wanted it to be clear with what time I had provided. That's what was happening. And I also didn't want like. I guess more what I didn't want was me telling you what monkey it was. Because
Okay.
with my description, for people to be like, that's this one.
Maybe it's just the word monkey. Maybe you could have done that. Honestly, saying simian might just be better.
I mean, even if I just omit the word monkey there, her feet hold her to the like. That's kind of like a weird like thought to have.
It really stands out.
But like once you learn it's a monkey, that'll make sense eventually.
Well, you do learn it's a monkey at that point.
Well, I'm saying if you don't have monkey, if it's just her feet hold her to the chair, that could be just a weird way to put it. You know
You're
what I mean?
exactly right. But like that's what I'm saying is everything is there for people to know it's a monkey.
Yeah.
And we could just leave it at that. And eventually they will learn it's a monkey.
Yeah. Well.
But don't be ashamed of that.
No.
It's important to for this to happen.
This is gonna happen eventually one day anyway, where I'm gonna be like, man, I wish I would have wrote it like that. Now I'm afraid of making things, Gavin.
Welcome to it.
Yeah, but like, if we make a big budget movie and then or not,
I don't even think big budget yet.
That's not what I care about. If we make the movie the way we want to make it, and I think and it'll be something stupid. It'll be like three lines of dialogue, and I'd be like, fuck, we should have said it that way.
And that'll happen.
And I'll be like,
but
I'd actually scream.
Do you realize how great it will be to have that feeling?
Yeah.
Because we fucking made it.
Because we made it.
I'm gonna fucking cry now.
With that,
we've been the Spectruminal Trinity.